All right, now, what's up, world? Just chilling, you know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't trying to do nothing crazy. I just want this looting to stop, you know what I'm saying? That you know who, and I ain't trying to be nobody to tell y'all nothing. If you think you grown and then, you know, I'm just air talking to air. And we ain't gonna put no air in it. We gonna put a crown on the head of every child in the world. Shit, you graduated today because my two did what? She found out what H2O was. A plus A positive is shit. I just gotta come. I can't get no grit on top of the goddamn ramp that you build for me because it ain't dirt. I ain't coming up with knobbies and then go up. Like my grandson looked at me today and he was trying to say, spit it out, because I was thinking me and him was talking in the mind, and I was like, he was like, spit it out, and I said, you saying spit it out? I said, and he said, I said, spit it out. He said, I said, boy, you need to be quiet because we ain't talking no more. Because if you talking, then I'm talking, and we ain't talking to each other. Air to air, two pups, two whips, two downs to argue. Shit, we water, and then you add six to that because you know if you H2O and you 4A, and 4A is a four letter, you know what I am, and then you jump over and you add that two to that four that you came up with when you got that uh, minus zero, and that ain't nothing coming off but just a thought of nothing coming off. Really, that's a 4.0 still, 20/20 vision. You don't have to get them glasses no more to see little words, do you? You read them good. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. And that's guard your privacy. I don't guard shit you do. You guard your privacy and you hear it anyway. So and abide by our community guideline. We doing that. I don't know who out there trying to abide by your community guideline and getting beat up, slapped, looted. You know what I'm saying? They going in the stores, tearing them up. And then if you know you work there, kind of let us come in and do it right. We got people working, you know what I'm saying, ready to do that shift work. And that's 8 on, 4 days a week, and 4 days off or 5 days off. I don't care how you do it. Because if we can talk to each other to split an hour so we can go home an hour early and then come in an hour early to get things talked about between us, we can do what we want to do with the shift. And we can make it an 8 shift, 4 hours, 24 hours. I'm giving you 20. I'm giving, like, if Steve Harvey can say he give a nigga $1,500 a haircut and he don't make but $2,000 a week and he give it to him from the company, then I'm God, the company God. If that's the government, then I'm on the government shoulder, the good government on my shoulder, right? And that's who talk to me. That's God. He the government. They ain't gonna even spell it to you to find out how he the government, and I tell you in the word. And I show you how Texas became Texas. Just a. It ain't no goddamn. It's just A. It ain't Texas. It's go to A, go to B, go to C. Then you got 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A. And then you knock that bracket down. And then shit, you got a bracket for a little league show off. You know what I'm saying? Like Snoop Dogg and Double G. Two pup, you know what I'm saying? Because two pup is two pups, and that's two pup, and that's two pups. That's why you get a girl down. You just bring somebody that she don't know, but all dogs are kin to each other. So if you leave a dog with a dog and he got puppies, and then growing up, you gonna have puppies with puppies. So you know, just like them guinea pigs we had in there. You know what I'm saying? And that black one, black and white, that Oreo that we call Oreo or whatever his name, who all he ate? All the cream color ones, all, and he killed him, ate them. You dealing with Gray. And then that's how Chris Brown went to Chris Gray, because Kathy Gray was Kathy Gray too. And I don't know that man, but I know, you know, that Crane man, you know what I'm saying? Walter Crane. And Walter Crane, I can't say it's finished Walter, because I know Chris used to ride bulls and stuff. And whoever his daddy was, the Brown man, that was a real bull rider. So with Snow, you know what I'm saying? Then you got God coming down as Adam to do what Lane Frost couldn't do with that badass bull that was named something that God got in his life that you don't want to see. And that motherfucker mean as hell. And he looking at you, and he looking at you, and y'all got God to God, because that's a bull now. You don't even want to know bull real name here to a lion and a cub. You know what I'm saying? He in that too. And then you really don't want to mess with no ram. Ram will run over your ass. But then if I call it, it'll come to you. That's the big daddy me, and that's the ram. WRE, WRA, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is, and it's ram, and it's running, and it's good, and it's fast, you know what I'm saying, and it's shoes, it's cool as hell. And everything I say, my grandson's gonna tell you when they see you. So if you see one, don't beat them up. And I see people pulling my daughters down the road, good looking daughters, fine daughters. And I'm like, damn, man, what going on down there? They got kids. I know they got kids. Because I done been in places where they was coming for her when I left, and they were coming for her for some stuff she did. And they know I done forgave her and all that there. So I had to go and put on paper and spend money. I got real big trouble for that. Spending money to get another person out of jail that was needed help, and her family wanted out of jail, and I went and got out. And I know that there was Vicky Jones and Troy Jones family and all the family of Sheila Jones and all them. That was our family over there. And they told you where to go if you wanted to meet, you know, the ones that was kin to Sheila and them. They had a cousin over there, and they told you where to go. But me and my kids really didn't want to stay because that was a little too young for us. And then when I left, she found out I was old, dude, because she seen me on TV, a little older, as biker boy. And then, you know, and don't need to do, I say, lean and don't expect nothing in return. Don't give me no more credit. You know, and like credit, like once you got graduated, like my niece or somebody, baby, yeah, where you at? And you know who you is, and you know who mama you is, and you know who nephew you is, and you know Hooper in the family, because Levent was the hooper. That was the one who needed probably learned how to hoop from it. Left home like the girl did when she knew who to hoop and who to teach. And then she had the master was Kate. And then Jeremy them knew him. So Jeremy them learned the game. And Levent probably learned the game through them, but he just draw. And whatever they do, he let what they do through me, and we trip. You know what I'm saying? Then Lil Man and Lil Man and Lil Man, they tell me everything. Don't let my son walk up to me and grandson walk up to me and say, Papa, can I go with you? You don't look like us, straight up. And they gonna be wanting to know his number, his address, his this, because they know he in the world and he look like me and he look like that they looking for, but he ain't that. And he ain't that. That's the rock down there, and that's the rock down there. And they come from Tubbs Land. Where's Tubbs Land? Hawaii 5-0. Where's Hawaii 5-0? Tubbs. Who is Detective Tubbs? Tubbs. All right. What's your daddy? Your granddaddy? He black, and he tan. That's it. I don't know the other man because I got an almond and I got not a peanut, because we don't mix peanut butter with peanut. What's that? Almond butter, and that's what? Vanilla extract, meaning the shade that come off a man that the groundhog don't see his goddamn shadow in the morning. Then that groundhog that gave us all that fake weight gonna have all their weight back. And then you're gonna have sisters from Germany looking like sisters from Texas. And then you're gonna have West Germany, East Germany, Japan, all that shit, China. They got army people that stayed there, you know what I'm saying, to work for the Lord there as reservists. And they married people over there, they loved them, so they messed around and got paperwork just like everybody else. Certificate, but German girls know what you're doing over there. Because I knew Deanie, and I knew Deanie ain't no husband, but he went home to a wife. And God let me know that's that man, woman. But then God said he don't want her, and that's him, Uriah, going on holler at her. You know what I'm saying? That's why David messed up. And then David Stolenberg was smoking a cigarette. And then I said, man, what kind of God you got smoking a cigarette? But I knew the truth. You don't judge no man. Accuser is who? And then I know who you were then. Then I said, damn, why he called me that? And then I said, man, I don't know why I could judge that man smoking. And I was you, David. Then I felt little Uriah come in with Michael Jordan and Pippen and all them. I seen the cartoon how they was coming to me, taking life, and they was just, And then they seen me standing there as people, different people just standing there. That was the athletes, but they were really you that went to that legal, and that legal was in the store. They needed you to buy it, but they couldn't run no more. They couldn't get, they gasping for air. You know, you got to work a person out running back, but you can't, you know, you just can't go to work and be a welder every day or work at Walmart or Target. That's why Buc-ee's used to have fine ass women. Then one day I see a fine ass girl, white lady about my age, and she was playing with herself on the highway. And I'm looking down from my big truck and looking down at her car, and I'm like, I couldn't even look at that. I was scared. I ran on by because it's about my age, but I ain't want to see that. And she laughed and waved at me, and I went on, followed them, and took off with them, and I'd have been in trouble with myself. But then I ain't messed up because I had a wife at home, but I was still messing up somewhere else. And I couldn't mess up somewhere. And why would I think I couldn't mess up there? And I messed up there already. And then shit, I thought about it. I said, yeah, if you think about it, you already done it. So I moved on and went on. What you think that kid looked like? If you thought about it, you did it and you did it, and then somebody did it and he thought of me like that. And boom, they hook up and they boom, they cigarette and go on, you know what I'm saying? And they go to work and they done, you know what I'm saying? I tripped out, but I know a lot of people, I know a lot of things. And every time I think of snakes, I see them. And man, I was out there at the park and I was just sitting there and a guard snake came in. I think it was a king snake. They said guard snake. You know, non-positive snake. I've seen black and yellow stripes on it. A black and yellow stripe. With each stripe, you're healed. And that's, you know, black and yellow. It really ain't black and yellow. Because if you add everything together, you come out with that penny. That's how come they made the penny copper. And I told you, put the bronze on the, they didn't make the penny bronze because that'd be you for real. They didn't want you to see that. But when you see that gold, they know who you really is because that's Bay City and it's blue and it's gold and all that blue is blue sky and that you see. And then you come see me, that gold and that shining is coming at you and it's ducking. You don't wear gold chains with Bay City on it to no game because they know that's before Christ. You know what I'm saying? And that's after life. And Miller Lite is Miller High Life. You know what I'm saying? And if you got Miller High Life, you really don't need Miller Lite because Miller Lite is like unleaded gas. But if you get more gas, that's more gas. That's like Miller High Life. So now you got unleaded higher life. And that's leaded and it's EA in it. So if you got EA together, that's everything you need to get you to Germany. And then you don't need but a few dollars and airplane gas mixed together. You really don't need the nitrous for airplane gas. But if you're going to run something like that hard and you know what it is, it's a motor, it's piston. Like when you hear a dirt bike and you smell it, that's the best smell in the world. You don't want no weak ass motorcycle that you put straight gas in. It's slow, it ain't powerful. You get an Enduro, you put straight gas in. It's already got oil in your oil, so you ain't, you know, to do what it got to do with the gas. But then when you add nitrous, you got to have 40% more, you know, gas to the nitrous. So when you get that 1500 fit, I need, you know, leaded fuel, jet fuel with nitrous in the bike. And then I won't have to, you know, I know how long it'll run. And it'll be longer than, you know, going somewhere on a little engine. I mean, putting $10 in something. That's why you fix it up and make it where it can breathe. And carbon monoxide turns into what you need for fresh air, but being purged, and then it's good if you're under fresh air and you can't get air, but you need to have purge. That's God, and then you know who I am. High air, that's unleaded, and that's 11. That's 11 more than 11, and that's yeast. But don't nobody want to call it yeast because they call that a yeast infection when you scratching and stuff, but you look good and stuff, and they see that, oh man, they got this, they got that. And then you believe that shit, and then you spread it. But then that boy that came on the night, my grandson, he said, be easy on me when he talked to his uncles. They playing rough. Then he'll say, shit, you know, we be easy on each other here. You know what I'm saying? Like telling a man, whatever you want to do, man. As long as you got Christ, you good. But you got to tell him who Jesus is. It's Jesse's, Edmund, and James, and Casey's, Williams and all the Johnsons and anything you want to mix with us, that's us. That accepted us and accepted daddy with love. Because you don't love God if you didn't love Adam. Because that's me. And you didn't love Jesus because that's the son Adam. That's me. And then you didn't love y'all because everybody that was me is friends, family members, and neighbors, and people out there looting. That's my people that's supposed to got with me, but didn't want to for some other reason that the people can't split no goddamn this movie. And everything is work because this Roots, and you don't go to Roots. And Alex, what's that? Alex, what's that dude? He got same equipment. He married to my cousin, named Margie's daughter. That's the one that had the husband killed that was with her first, but it wasn't the husband, it was a friend or whatever they were. And somebody did something and hurt her. And she met Troy, and that was my cousin and my homeboy friend. So they made that for this family, the Johnson family, Ali Moe family, and Ali, so Greg Moe and Jackie Moe and Alicia Moe, and all them can get all Alicia Prince and them and all them looks back there. All them people took. When they take Destiny Child from their girls, then they girls get all, they don't even look the same. Then you look at Beyonce, she got all them in her, but they still love her as a friend, and everybody love her because of what they saying, but they know everybody had a part to say. So, it's kind of solo artist. You don't want to be a solo artist, a solo preacher. I don't want to be a solo preacher. I'd rather talk the same stuff TDJ's talking and got the same card he got going up, and I ain't asking y'all for shit. 10% ain't shit for no God, real work. You just like that man asked, man, how much that cost? That's what y'all asking. And then I ain't saying witchcraft is paying for something you can't even see and don't know where it's coming from and get it. I told you it's on card, everything there. If you still printing money or trying to make it the old-fashioned way, we got machines do that shit for free. Shit, I can push a button and say what I want to say, and it's done. And I don't have to pay shit for it, and it better be sold, and everything better say, I ain't even got to go live. I can be nothing. And I'm getting paid all day long, just 24 hours. And every hour, I give y'all $2,500 an hour, plus I give you 20 trillion zillion dollars first. And then I pay you $20-some thousand, $2,000 a week. Instead of a million, I pay you $20-some thousand an hour. That's what you get. And fuck going on job talking about they paying you per diem. What they doing? They keeping you paid and think you making something that ain't sending home nothing because you running women out there. And I know you, and then you coming back with them. You left something you ain't tell that girl, like going to a job. You ain't tell that girl who you mess with over there and all that. That's like leaving a crazy ass lawyer and then coming to a place and meeting somebody that you're supposed to love. Then it don't look like what you bargained for and bought. And then you want your money back, really. And then you go say, man, no, another normal nigga action, satisfaction, the main attraction. Jackson, you ever heard of that nigga? You have now. Shit. And I don't play with my family, and my family don't play with me. They kill me if I hurt mine. Shit. Don't play with mine, I won't play with yours. And I don't play with nobody. They all mine. If they leave you, shit, man, where you going? That's he left with a black dude and left. So whoever kid that was you beating up that was friend of your family and stuff, and if you Donald Trump in him or whoever you locked in the house, that might be John Slavic or Ernie Ramirez. And I heard people looting in Houston. So whoever here from Houston and you from Lake Jackson trying to hide from where you was from and stuff, and everybody know where you at. It's people throwing stuff there and killing stuff there. That's why toilet paper. And you wasn't gonna buy it going toilet paper. They don't know God and they don't know what God's name is. And big trucks ain't coming on the name you in, because if you ain't all that Adam done said, them trucks, Richard James and all them, shit, they ain't gonna play with you because shit, they know they back, get tired, everything. Now, if I don't, I can't breathe either. And then shit, if I can't be me, I can't be me. So shit, why would I drive your truck if I get hurt and you can't pay me a good salary or something the rest of my life? Bougie got his stuff after his daddy pushed, fussing into him and talking and tripping and pushing me that thing. He tore his arm off, and I came in him and looked at him as his daddy when he was born. So how you think that? And then Nisha had to pay for that through another accident when my other grandson, I ain't know that was Pop, was up under a car, and the car ran over me. He grabbed it, and I told him, I said, grab onto it. And he pulled it, and then ran. His grandfather hollered, I done killed my son. I was like, damn. And that was Robert, really, and that's Robert's son. Yeah, Mop and Clint, and I know that Kent Green and Mop Harris is is Bonnie. Shit, that's Bonnie and Clyde. Shit, you don't want to meet Jan and her husband, the real one. Then you'll meet shit Bonnie and Clyde, and then you'll be tripping. And then you got Big Clyde, then you got your boy, and then you got another champ to deal with when you deal with Clarence Green. That shit that bring black back down to normal. And he loved Jackson. Him and Jackson had it out, but that's somebody loved Jackson's family, and he loved his family. And he went through the same shit Jackson did. Bull, his y'all's coach in Freeport, Wolf, did the same thing, went through the same shit, because we from a fucked up family of people call us killer, and we kill her, and we just at them, and we don't kill shit. We just, call ourselves names, and chemo is chemo. You go get chemo, don't you? That's chemo, and you spell it right, you know who chemo is. It come from the Jessus family. Jessus, like Texas, but Jessus, you don't say X, do you, in Texas? You don't say T in Texas either, if you got ass in it, and that's Texas. And you can say Texas E's, and that's A's. T, E's, and then A's, and that's it. We the A's. Texas A's. Texas A's. We don't want to be Texans or this. We want to be A's. Texans is Adams if you put A in it. But N and E is ends, Indies, you know what I'm saying? We want no black and whites to be calling each other that name too many times. So it's Texas, and we don't want them to be called that, because we don't want to call the family from Hitler and them family that was the color of us and came over here as them, and we was us, and protected Jesse Owens, and the Owens family, and Will, and the Cowboys, and the Zydeco family, and Paris and Chiquis, and how you gonna get an Indian in Paris, and if you Chiquis, so you need Cowboys, and you need to play together, like Will, probably me, CUNY, I don't know who it is, because I know that girl, one of our girls, and shit, that's in the family. And we can't family. If Will get into that, then what you think about Sherry and the Hudgens family and how they get all that size, and then shit, that's where you put in Boyd and Leonard. You're gonna have a good athlete right there. That's like this one. You don't put these together in Bo Jackson, and it was $1,100. He could have played ball, but then shit, I don't know how I missed out of that, and then he missed out of that. And I'm just saying, give everybody everything. Give him a card. He should have graduated then, and I would have graduated too. But he said he was in spiritual class, but I didn't know who was talking to him. And whoever was talking to him kind of messed him up, and I told him the truth. And then he was like, "Man, you can't get married." Damn, man, shit. So I was just talking to a woman. I wouldn't want to talk to them niggas and tell them, "Man, you got a wife, you can't be married." Oh, man, they gonna say, "Man, I got a rib too. That's my wife." But shit, we all one rib, man. And we come from A+, B+. It don't matter, boy or girl. YZ is what y'all mean. XY is why y'all get XY. And then why I gotta XY? Why I gotta quit my wife? That's what you asking. But it's W and all that in it, and all that, that W, X, Y, and Z. That's the cable. That's the end. We zen in to the end. We ain't gonna zoom in. We're gonna zen in and stop. And then we're gonna call Marvin Cease and ask him about homeboy Lil Cease, and ask him how to deal with Lil Cease and 50 Cent, how to bring 50 Cent. And that really ain't 50 Cent. It's 50 Cent looking like people that, shoes that I knew and stuff. And shit, Michael Moore and all these skin, but we went, and then I started looking at something like that, and then over there, I don't know how he met that. He seen me riding with that. He thought I was with that. That was somebody else's, or it wasn't mine. It was somebody else that was getting him riding on that. That Carl Stone riding that, and that wasn't me. He said, "Don't mess with that," because he was talking to Carl Stone, and then he ended up messing with that for real. Now I was trying to listen to Kevin Troy, but he was Kelvin Troy, and he said, "Don't tag me." I was like, "Damn, don't tag you." All right. I ain't never coming back down. Somebody mess with somebody before you got there. You know who you had. Couldn't have no baby. Then you let somebody else have the baby in the end. Shit, that was pre-done, worn already before he even came in the plant right now as a dude you think is a germ farmer, but he used to be a welder, got that shit from me and learned how I do shit, and was running around with Ray and still got Ray anyway. And that's where Ray at with that, looking like that, saying he that, and that ain't that. used to come through there and ride through Shadow Oaks and all that, trying to find where Moose lived, because he was somebody trying to find Pick, because he tried to find how Pick learned how to weld through just loving what he do. You don't know Mr. Eau'Sha, you can't fly on plane. If you was in there with us, you learned something Richard to tell you. That's George, and that's how George Floyd lost snow and ice and slid off the road. And I came home, goddamn, had a little dent in the car, and then she was mad at me. But all that was going on, I'm thinking about all that coming from Freeport, Craig's house, all the way back way through the job I should have had that good people worked at. And then I came on Eau'Sha Creek. That was my shit, Eau'Sha Creek, but I couldn't spell Eau'Sha Creek the way I wanted to. I could, but they would have believed me that was my shit. Now Dog Chemical should have every letter that I want to put on it, and every letter that I want to put on Phillips, and every letter I want to put down on shit there and shit. A Mexican dude told Daniel that shit, he'll cut your guts open. You know what I'm saying? The word that he's speaking cuts your guts open. You ain't gonna even live. And Daniel got his scary ass in the car. When I said I'm gonna shut up, I'm gonna seen James Manning, Terry Jackson, and all them, and one nigga, Jerry Manning. You don't think he a cool nigga? Shit, try him. Shit, he got a good looking wife, but they stay together good because he know who he is and he know who they was and she know who she was. She know where she come from. You check her and you'll find out where she come from. I don't know where she come from. Shit, I run with my father-in-law and I run into women, and my father don't tell me I went with her somewhere, and I'm gonna leave him and I'm gonna be gone. What happened? Another dude moving in the house. He mad, fussing, and I come through there and knowing that I came through with 4 tornadoes, and all of them was leaving Bay City when I left home, and the 4 tornadoes touched down with me, and that was my kids. That was that 4.0. All the kids, WXYZ, trying to go with daddy, because kids asked me, can I go? I said, no. And I was just taking her back to the airport. But when I got on there and needed to come, shit, you didn't know what was coming. And shit, you didn't want to know. Shit, it was tearing up shit, tore up shit. And I was in that dance, and I think I seen Tubbs, granddaddy, the dude with the Hawaiian girl giving me the thumbs up. We was in the right club. And I don't know what the name of the club was, but shit, we was happy as everybody was outside. There was a lot of people out there. We just walked through. It was like a party for somebody. It was for you, Troy. And shit, we almost put you on TV, on the news there. But you didn't want Nita to see you, and she didn't want to see her and see what y'all look like. That'd have been like Jay-Z and Beyonce running away from the crowd. Like Janet Jackson and her husband looking like who y'all kin to. And then she was running away because Jeffrey J.K. told me she was Jehovah's Witness. So my dad kind of followed them because he heard Janet Jackson tell me Jehovah's Witness. And they started coming to the house, and they were happy to come to the house because that's the first church I went to when I seen that man go to his trunk, get a gun to come kill all my people in my house. And I went back home. Everybody was there, but they left before I left, so they heard me and they seen him, and that was a totally different dude. Looked like some people I know, mad as hell, losing something, and shit, he was going to the trunk. He was a professional looking, gangster, and he going in the car like he was mob something, and he was coming, and I think he was going to the house. And my kids left and went somewhere, and some people, white people, told them they can come over there, and that's how you get some of these black people. That's how you get people from Africa. They coming over here, man. And then what go on, and you don't know what's going on with them, your kids, but they somewhere else, and your kids somewhere else too. But you got yours, they got theirs. That's why a lady son died, and she said, try to steal that baby and go say, this is mine, because it looked kind of like, and then he had to look at it. It didn't look like neither one of them, and then knew the woman was that color, and knew the dude was that color, and the 2 women was a different color. So goddamn, he said, well, I want to do, I'm gonna cut this baby in half. Whoever, y'all both gonna get all of it. It's gonna be a half though. And the real mama just backed up and said, man, you don't want to kill my child, so I'll let you keep it. And the king already knew if you keep it, that child want to be with the dad. You know what I'm saying? But love is love. I see they don't want to go with you, but they want to go back with where they hold at. And that's who mama is. And they know who mama is. And the one who didn't love it at all, she ran ass, and I was going to stay alive with my mama. Cut me what? Shit, I seen that happen to them in the movie. And then they was gone, just cutting their hair. Like somebody cut somebody open, and did it for a son or a daughter that's in there. And then two best friends sitting there like Uriah and David, you know what I'm saying? But they in love now. And when it come down to it between a woman, instead of the goddamn little girl saying, I want his head, then goddamn you stabbing your friend, you have to because you know you'll get killed and you're glad shit. You can talk your way down from that. As a God, you wouldn't have did that. If that was in Christ's era, and it was in Christ's era, shit, David wouldn't even Uriah. You know, he knew how David felt about her, so he was gonna give her to her. And then he slept at the thing. He wouldn't even go home. He didn't want to see her no more, like not going to Lake Jackson for shit. And he tried to get him to come on, let him come on, and then tell him where she was. Your wife there, like TJ telling you where your wife is. I never go over there and sleep with her. You gonna put me on movies and this and that, like you putting them on movies with that shit. And it's ugly with that shit. But it look good to y'all with that shit with who she is in your world and Steve Harvey, who he is and who she married to in her world. And then you got Yo Sammy Zato with you, Steve Harvey and Steve Burton, you know, Burton in the community, you know what I'm saying, with a whole bunch of kids that don't like nobody because they don't like them because he don't want them to know the stepdaddy, real daddies. And he keep his with them. And the ones real, they leave and get away from me. So it's a lot of places y'all need to go to get away from people who have step this and step that. And that last one might not be your level as a real step like I did Jerry and them. I just named Jerica, and that's America. And I won't put Jess's in it. Just give me Jerica as America and we through. And shit, I'm done. It's Jerry James, Jesse James, son, and goddamn, you know I'm dead. So you can't judge me. You know how y'all did her, and you can't judge her either. And that's Detroit mama, Detroit that y'all looking for. Detroit that y'all looking for. Motor company, and that's it. And it's gasoline, everything come with it. You get a full tank of gas when you get the car, don't you? Home, and then you paying for that too after you run out, and you still paying notes on something that you supposed to got for that price. Malone, that's your shit, Lauren Malone, and that's Lauren Malone is a daughter of mine in Lauren's family. That's what I dropped in your family. And that girl there, she gonna be all right too. Because everybody love her when she leave because she know the tricks and trades of making herself presentable out there. But then that's like Big Sharon Monroe in Bay City. And then you got a nice daughter and everything. You are Sergeant Scotty Harris Al in Sergeant Harris Scotty body. You know what I'm saying? You Sergeant Harris Scotty and Al in Scotty world that he don't know nothing about. He never met him, and that's a cool dude. That's Scotty daddy. He got a wife. I don't know where he got it from, but they met in Germany as a sergeant and an old lady, two old ladies, and they look like some people I remember. And I remember a homeboy saying, "You cheating on him, man." And then next thing you know, he trying to bust me for some bullshit. And then goddamn, I busted his ass with some bullshit. And he mad about it. Dang. And then his homeboy Madlock gonna come try to lock me up and take my rank. Nigga, you can't even do that. You can't even do that. And then he started trying to scare me back. You go to NCO school, they gonna make you do this. You gotta be free. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asked you for the $1,200. I was trying to get you your money. You ain't have to pay me shit. Now I was giving you my money on top of that. But you was giving $1,200 this and he got these motorcycle car parts, and he gotta work that out. You know, don't nobody supposed to owe nobody nothing, but you think you hate him. You know he owes you something, so you try to throw that in my face. You forgave him for that shit with all you give him, every $40 he give you, every nothing he give you, and you know he don't owe you shit at $1,200. That's you going to him because he owe you that, and what he giving you is nothing for nothing, and zero is nothing. It's crazy. Robert Jackson promised everybody that I'll square things up for his family. When I fell out at the gambling shack, gambling for what? And I ain't got no car. That between her and that nigga and everybody else played them parts, Floyd Anderson or whoever from Bay City, and you know all them people that played parts for that movie that y'all made for that shit. This crazy Jackson for Howie and all of us that look old as hell and young as hell and fucked up in the head. This Adam Jackson putting in the car to straighten everything up. It's good now. If you ain't dead, you good, alive. And we'll stop looting and stuff. Just get rid of the shit. If you burn it down, burn it down. But shit, I don't give a damn. Don't hurt nobody. Don't kill, steal, or destroy. It's mine. But if you don't want it, you got bad food, you don't trust the food, you know, shit, you got to get rid of shit. If I see something in my house that I know antique and it's hanging in there. And I know life is today and it's from old fashioned. And you get too old, I can't, it's too messed up to, man, it's just like smoking legal. It's so good and you throw it up. But then when I see something change, you know what I'm saying, I can deal with it. Like standing outside smoking and see a man with a withered hand. Like you might see mine withered, but you'll see it come through and pop on, and you say, I wish that man hand was whole like everybody. Just like saying, I wish that man that was like a suitcase. And shit, he might be put in the suitcase for a reason, and you don't know. That's why he can't grow them arms and legs, because you don't believe they can come. You don't believe you through, because what is the work that we must do to be saved? Simply believe. Go and learn this. Simply believe in him that he sent. Is in Jesus. And you don't want to be in the name and you don't know your name. Shit, you ain't in Jesus if you ain't E or A. Shit, and A is the one that's at the end. That's why Jesus, call him Jesus. It's like Jesus. And it's A-R sus with an A instead of Sus. That's why you got Judas mixed up. I sent him in. He didn't know Jesse and Uncle Edmund and all them. But he went in, with the you on his side. Us and Adam was by himself. That's Jesus. That's why ain't nobody on his side now. But they know Uriah was Solomon, and they don't know who the hell they are. But they are all Davids. And Davidians, what they do, go and do what to them. And they're all whites are Davidians, but my son-in-law, shit, that ain't his name. He went, he Tubb, Detective Tubb. You find his name, and then like Jeffrey J.K. trying to be a white man, talking about Jeffrey J.K. shit. And Jeffrey J.K. done changed his whole name and Will said, he said J.K. He don't say Jaquette. And Joyce Black, if you marry a white man named Black when you come over here, don't date Black. Shit, date the name that say 10, you are 10. And, if it's a dude, if it's Joyce Black or Moshe or D-Shay, that's depressed. And they depressed and they gonna depress you when you get with them. So don't D nothing or demote nothing that you D or you. And then shit, you go there and you get in trouble. That ain't nothing but 0 years old and you 25. Goddamn, you don't know how old she is because that's the mom. That's Jeffrey. And you don't know who Jeffrey is, but Jeffrey is somebody in the family that's married to him. And you don't know who he is. He used to be just a boyfriend, but he still come around. And it's Jeffrey. And he could be GK, and he could be a white dude that look like this. He could be a cool hair, Willie Wally, or one-eyed Jack. It used to be people that killed all people that, you know what I'm saying? And so we don't want to be bad, we want to be good. And we don't want to walk around as threats to people. So you know who you are, and you know what you can deal with your money, and you know who you can kill with it. And if you can kill with it, you sure don't want everything to try to, come together to kill something, and then you killed yourself and you killed everybody. If everybody come against everybody, kill everybody. They did one dude and they did him then, and now everybody tripping and wondering why this and why that. Why would a white man lie on God and then God tell him what he really wanted? And I told you that's a lie that Jews tell that really ain't Jew, and that's some people that lying on niggas' names that they see about their life, and they see Evil Knievel did this, they see this, do this. And they looked at the Dukes of Hazzard and seen that man dreaming about what's going on in Bay City and how the Black Panthers stayed Black Panthers, and Bay City Black has got that like that. Now you figure all that out, you go holler at Houston and tell them all that there. Cashmere, that's some good shit. The name of it, that's Gad, that's the city of the children of God. That's Gad, and his name is Adam, so that's why the A is in the middle of Gad. So when you write it, you write Gad and it looked like a G and an A and put a D in there too. And that's Gad. N-A-D. Shit. I don't want to say AD is AD Brown. And that's my cousin. Shit. And I don't know. That's how Ethan Wright kin to him. That woman you got, AD Brown, is keeping the women looking good in Bay City on her side. So the rest of them might be starting. So you don't want to be the one that's the star. Because where you a star case, and can't nobody, ain't gonna let you get married to nobody but somebody like James, because James is James. He ain't your brother, but James Levant Eden is with the hooper of the family, and really he the hooper, not Nita. That's who can teach you really. Levant probably, and if I know Uncle Leroy, That was one of Aunt Nettie Mae's child too. And that dude was cold blooded. I'm talking about he was the first one to go to he's still living too. He went to the Globe Trotter. They came picked him up. He was the one that was doing all that shit for him. And, you know, in softball, them home runs you see, that was me. And then shit, who was that sitting down there that time when goddamn I was sitting there. Now you don't know Bio them, but we don't know him either. We don't know him either, but now you do. Because, you know, I don't know, they didn't really help you, but they helped you. So just forgive them, say, Lord, forgive me for whatever. And he was waiting on that trophy. And shit, you worked with me when you died, I died. But then I tried to come back, and my wife hated me. I don't know her name, but everybody talked about me, about her, and they hated me for her. And now they hate Bio for her, and they hate her for Bio. And now Ozone fucked up, and A Zone gone, and E coming over the rim, dunking like a motherfucker. She eating it, and A Dub, and all the shit coming back up. You know what I'm saying? Now the truth coming out. Because bread is bread. Bread alive is a living, it's gonna tell on the living. Because the living telling on the 12, and the 12 did because they took all the life out of them and gave it to the life of them. That's how the cartoon was shit. And I played all of them. I just looked at them and played them. A B C D. And you don't want this A B C. No reason. I ain't gonna say ABC. No reason to come get me. Don't laugh, boy. And don't even grow up to be that little. We ain't throwing car seats and stuff in the goddamn house, bicycle seats in people's houses, Jamaican people's houses. But we knew that wasn't us talking like that. And we didn't know what they were telling our mamas. But we don't come back at you. He do. Don't mess with us because he gonna come back. Don't want to mess with T90 or either family. And then goddamn you'll be messing with little Tyrone. You beat him up and he can't even talk no more. I ain't sending none of my kids nowhere where people gonna talk down on who they is or beat them up and tell them to shut up about what they is. And I don't see good looking just get beat up every day and all I hear is motherfuckers saying, man, I got my ass whooped today. And then she'll start preaching. How you gonna get your ass whooped and preaching? But somebody didn't believe me when I told them who I was or who you were. Shit, we trying to get to the end of this, but Marvin Cease, Lil Cease might be gone. I don't know if he's still cool, but he just ceased. All this stuff cease. So, you know, won't nobody, you know, he could be C, like LC. You know, I don't even remember the LC name, but I know it's Ricky Marsh was his. Ricky Marsh was his LC Marsh, you know, and I know about all his kids, and I know about him. Then you go over there, and LC Marsh was like LD Pink, you know, LaChrist. Then you go to the Daddy, and then shit, you don't want to know who I am. You know who I am, King Casey. And that's your daughter, and your friend, and your mama, and BB, and Uncle Peg, and all them. Casey. That's KC Casey. That's KC Casey. Casey, and then and the Sunshine, goddamn, bronze medal with second place. We don't care who got first. George Washington was God Washington, so goddamn, we don't put no face on him. Keep him first, and Adam the son, little Eddie, you know, Malcolm and Eddie. Don't call him no Eddie Long, cause Eddie Long gone, so he ain't coming back. So y'all want who you got now? Eddie Long, shit, I don't know him. Long gone then, shit, cause Eben don't want to be in. I don't think nobody down there want to be in, but you got somebody being him there, keep him there where he at. If he that and he claimed that, he better you know say something different. If he knew how he treated kids, then he wouldn't want to be there. He gonna treat them kids like that too. So if your kids too and got infected and caught it, and you caught it and stopped it, you good, and everybody else, everybody families are good. Nobody hurt nobody family, but you pulling my kids in the street now. I don't like that now. Jeffrey J.K., black dude. I'm talking about Joyce Black son with a white daddy. I don't know his name. Something black. But how you got your daddy and then lost your whiteness and ain't came see me as a tall dude like I seen on that picture as a man. But I see a dude like this. Is that makeup? Or did you get what my mama getting and was ashamed to come outside and then it dried up like Michael Jackson? How you looking?
It might produce less of this dismay, friction, cynicism, skepticism.
Let's say the last one first. You know, it seems, you I was part of a coalition of local governments and energy companies. It was sort of the Northern Trust Industrial Association idea, except on a smaller scale, with less, funding, less revenues. But I mean, it seems like
don't call it a coalition. I know Alyssa. I don't know co-Alyssa. I don't know co-worker Alyssa. I don't know co-Alyssa. It better not be that sweet girl that left home and came to California and met you, a cousin of Tennessee that killed my uncle with 5 shots. And you might have did it yourself. Now, what happened to it? And what happened to you while you gone and Eric left? And while we got Eric in the family in Tennessee, still, closed down for me to come down there. What's up?
that sort of public-private partnerships that occur in good taste, good faith. It seems like that there's evidence that those produce dividends. I'm sure that people will, but it seems like that those efforts are well received in some cases, especially when there are results, tangible results. So I was part of this project, Solar Community Partnership that was
Wiz Kid. That's Wiz Kid's Jeffrey Jacquet. Now that's your cousin Jacquet. You kind of look like him too. You and boys, grandson or whatever. Me and boy got with Leonard him. We all that's boys. That's Leonard's dad's grandson, and that's Leonard. A little bit of me and boy, them all of us mixed together. This cake, a cake, a chocolate cake that's too good. Casey make it. You don't want to eat it if she called Casey's work with an ER in it, and it's heaven all the day long. Earth work, and that's Casey's work. That's Ward's work. If you call it work, a goddamn seaman, goddamn place, seaman. That's what seaman is. You don't spell it right. You're a seaman, really, Casey, but you're a fisherman now. But you're a fisherwoman, and all that stuff mixed together. You're a Casey. Everything we ever, Jesse James and everybody ever built, that's your shit. Baby Ruth is Louisville Slugger. And what is Louisville Slugger? Baby Ruth. And what's a baby Ruth? What you call your grandmother? Baby, right? That's Baby Ruth. And that's Baby Ruth. Like Evan Jesse's mama, Martha, and Mary. You know what I'm saying? Mary and Martha in one. You know what I'm saying? Mary and Martha mixed. You know what I'm saying? Two sisters, but mixed. You know how you gonna mix two sisters twins? You make them twins when you come and talk to them. Shit, they twins then, not mama and sister now. Turn my mama into my sister. Mary was my sister. Goddamn, Martha was my goddamn sister. Shit, that was grandmother and mama. Shit, I couldn't change them and make them no bad people. So you know what to do. Tell them what? Tell them this. Tell them it's from the Holy Ghost. Shit. Holy Ghost will look at a family member and not know it's a family member because you don't know nobody. You don't have a last name, you got first name. That's why you got black names and white people bodies. But you can't say Jeffrey Fuller if you're a woman, can you? Shit, that's Victoria's Secret. It's a man. Shit. Shit. Why Victoria named Victoria? It's a man. Damn. Jeffrey, a man. That's reactions of the last dance. I don't want to see it. I'm good. Who is this? Beautiful like Casey May. Let me see what my daughter talking about them kids. I don't want to hear about the kids. Just talk about you. We know where your kids at. With mama and baby. Who is baby? Rance Jr.
Hey, welcome back.
So baby.
I want
Really
to come on and talk
leader.
about
And it's
comparison.
not an old leader, but another one.
That is going on in the world today,
but somebody
especially
else,
amongst
Abraham.
believers. We are called to work
I'm
together
Adam
in the
at the
kingdom, and
end.
we should have
The father of
unity.
Abraham.
We have to understand that we are of one
The God
body,
of Abraham.
of one spirit, serving one Lord, one God. I think a lot of people are losing sight of the fact that there is only one mission.
Right now.
There is only one mission. So why are we fighting against one another? Why are we divided amongst one another? The scriptures tell us that a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. So there is more power in unity.
Right.
We should come together and work together.
Right.
Not comparing ourselves with one another, not competing with one another, but
judging
understanding
and
that
accusing.
each
That's
of us
witchcraft.
play a part in the body. There's
Get
too much
a craft
boasting
and
in the
be it.
kingdom. People are
work toward it.
Boasting about themselves,
I ain't boasting for myself.
There's a scripture that talks
I'm
about do not let your lips praise yourself. Let another one's lips praise you. Too many people are praising themselves with their own lips. Too many people are boasting of themselves, thinking too highly of themselves than they ought to. So the scripture says,
if you the highest, why would you think you demoted and not call yourself demo and all them low down names, lay low, telling you to die down there and don't come back up, huh? And there was a woman, messing over me, and a husband, a boyfriend coming in with her, trying to get the gold that was around me when I'm dead. And my nephew, little Larry, looking at that. And who was little Larry? Little AJ. He saw that, and that was the daddy of little Larry. But didn't nobody know that. Who was that? And then AJ had to be Adam Jackson. And little Larry was that. And then who was there? Palaro, what's that palace where it was a shack and where they were working for people and getting nothing. And we ain't bragging on nobody. I ain't bragging on myself. Nobody brags on themselves. Two or more come together in my name, I'm in the midst. And if you God and you Adam, you two of everybody, and they all here. Now don't brag, just tell. I ain't bragging on myself. You got to brag on yourself. Shit, I hear girls bragging on themselves and holler at themselves. You can't. If you God and you accept Adam, you God and everything else. I told you I was coming. I don't want to hear nobody judging me, and then that's the devil judging the devil. Then if I judge you back, then you think I'm judging you. I'm trying to help you and teach you. I'm not bragging on me. I'm bragging on the whole world in one nigga, and that's you just said everybody together, whatever, and then say you right, God. Then you ain't accepted that because you don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you either. You're a beautiful girl, shit, but you wait on you because weight ain't weight. It's white. Spell it right, it's white. So I ain't gonna never spell it wrong. I put WHRE. That's God. Ain't Re. God Adam's grandmother, Re. And that's a land, damn. That's a ram's wife. Is lamb. That's all it is. And a lamb mama. And that's deer. And why we call it deer and how come God is the pillar of mama deer. And I'm talking not him, but me, Adam, mama deer. And then I sleep on that side of the bed, and he slides on the right hand side of God, because God is my husband, and I sleep on the right hand side of him, and he on the left, and little Adam sleeps on the right to protect me, because that's the God of Adam, and the God of me is Peck, and little man, that's God all day long. Jazara here, about 2 months, September, she'll be in the world like her granddaddy, her granddaddy's daddy and brother and everything else. And when he died, after I came back and I stayed 6 extra days in Nashville, messing up, thinking I'm right, and then come home and then mess up across the street right there. And he did it. But then I come in the house and he died. I'm like, how he died? I don't believe that. And I'm thinking I'm him, and he thinking me, I'm seeing them. And then I see me, I ain't see me, I'm gone, and I'm in the house waiting on him to come, and he showed up, and Peck didn't show Peck. Did nobody kill Adam? Something happened to me. 3 strokes, just like that. Little man, granddaddy, he dealing with a heart situation. He can't smoke no more. And daddy really ain't supposed to smoke, but he's sneaking. He know it's good because God don't lie to God. If I tell you, you good, you good. There's too many scriptures tell you can't die. Never. If you get in me and you goddamn accept God and you read and you go to the right scripture, I ain't myself 2 or more come together in my name. I'm in the midst. You need to know the 3 that's up here in the heavens, protecting all the stars up here. And then you need to know who on the bottom. And the first must become last, and the last first. How you gonna do that? If you don't tell who good and who, but the God of the child is you two and me. But then you and I'm your mama and daddy and grandmother and grandfather and all that. But I don't get no wife back or no husband back. Either the woman or the man, they came both from the ground on the 6th day. And then you added another 6, the whole 6. You had 2 6s, then you had 1 whole 6. And that's the whole thing, everybody in that one. And then I say, and their name was what? And then I say, I is what? AI. And what? If it's crowned with a big comma, and it got AI with a little I, Adam is. That's what it say. And that's what God is. And you got to find out when you blessed, to be blessed, you got to know who God is. And I stop there. It's a question, but it's a period there. And if you don't know the answer, to go to another question to get it, then you saying somebody bragging on themselves, and ain't nobody bragging on themselves trying to teach you a lesson. That's what teach means, teach. That's why reach means reach. But you put two E's together, you trying to keep. And we don't want to keep nothing. That kings don't keep. They give away everything they got. Now, if you looking for tithes and offerings, you ain't gonna get it from them, and they ain't gonna give it to you. So this TDJ's talking to you now. I'm not bragging on myself. I'm God talking through a God, and I'm telling you I'm TDJ. Now I'm messed up because I really probably can't get this news you listen to. I might hear it, but it's too late, and I'm gone. It's Uncle Pick, and Adam gone too, because I wasn't gonna die and leave him. Shit, why would I tell you that? So who wrote the letter in 2000 from 91? Shit, the one who talking from 91 died and came up here. That's what Desert Storm was. Why would he go? His daddy just died, and he just got a job. And then Kent Green, they got him out to take care of the family. He had a brother at home. He wasn't the last one. But what about Adam? He was the first one. But you didn't let him go because you knew he was gonna tell the truth about this shit, and he was gonna show your ass that they just went to Germany playing around. Yes, you don't see it here, but they say it's going on in Houston. It might be going on. They might show you that, but that's a part of a movie. Just like tearing up, looting, and seeing it on that day. But you over here, and they real over there. Shit burning, this and that, and that's shit going on now. Shit burning, and we changing names to stores and getting it right for you, God. So this the little girl here, and I'm sorry, Jessica, if Lynn's daughter, because I know we getting stuff back. Kim didn't look like that. Chad didn't look like that. Little girl didn't look like that. And all of us looks like we do. We got hips. We got this. Mama did. Ooh, you don't want to see this other pic. You don't want to see Bibi. It's Jerry. You don't want to see Sharon. It's Edmund. And Paul don't want to see May in April because it's going to be an April Fool because he got Sonya now. May got Adam. So shit, don't even come to April Fool in a May something birthday of anything come born out of here named Josiah, because that's Jakai's brother. And you don't want to meet Hezekiah because that's heaven all the way coming at you as Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, everything Ivan ever had with speed, like a Carl Lewis, Joe Loach, all that in basketball. Big dude like Patrick Franklin in a Michael big body with Michael Jordan talent, dancing and running like Deion Sanders. Now, where you at? What you gonna do with that, Michael Jordan? Come on. Keenan, I wish there was an A in front of it. Wayne is good. Talk to me.
Right. I still remember my principal saying that you probably should go to Air Force Academy because you're guaranteed a job after you graduate. I chose not to take his advice, but once I made that shot, it made me feel like, hey, I made the right choice with Michael Jordan. Right. And this thing is going to turn out to be a positive situation, and I just gained confidence in that moment.
Now, you made a lot of incredible shots. Did you ever feel lucky? Did you ever hit one and just go,
I still feel that way. Sometimes when I do things, I really don't know exactly what I've done until I see it back on replay. Right. And I wow myself sometimes. But I go in with the notion of scoring the basket, and sometimes the defense can alter that. But a lot of times the instincts take over. Or, the creativeness that I have in my game sometimes take over, and I don't really know what happened until I see it again.
Right. You have any friends in the league that you hang out with?
Sure. Charles is probably one of my best friends. I get along with some of my adversaries. I get along with no problem. Patrick, we probably compete against each other all the time, and people may think that we hate each other, but we're real good friends. Right. Along with
you in.
Magic don't play anymore, but we still good friends. Magic and I, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, we competed against each other for a long period of time. But it's a certain respect there, a certain friendship that we carry. Right. And those are the type of things that happen once you play the game for a long period of time and compete against people for so long.
Now, when you hang out with guys that you compete with on a daily basis, I'm just curious, does the competition, even off the court, does it always, you guys are competitive, that's your lives, that's what y'all do.
Sure. When I'm hanging out with Charles, I can say whatever I want to Charles. They never won. He said, play sure that it's not demeaning to Charles. Right. I'm motivating Charles to get on my level.
Right, but he can only talk trash up to a certain point. Right.
You know, Charles is a great speaker. He's a witty guy. But every time when he gets out of his arena talking about winning, I have to bring him back to reality.
All right, we'll be right back with more from Marcus Joy right after this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Them friends right there.
With a shot blocker like Ewing takes so much time.
What number is that?
The block. The try. Little team. Michael Jordan. 14 seconds. Go back. Obviously, you know that you're my guy. I'm sure he loves you too. But well, that gets to my next question. You know, you have millions of guys who admire you, and the ladies, of course, adore you. We all know you're married and family man, but just to give the ladies a little insight into Michael Jordan, are you the romantic type?
Oh, very much so.
What's a romantic evening for Michaal Jordan?
For me? Well, I mean, for the things I have to deal with, a quiet dinner or going to a movie, these are things that I've just as recently extended myself to do because of the invasion to some degree of my private time with my family, my wife, and my kids. So to us, be able to go out to dinner and then go check out a movie is like perfect, without worrying about people intervening that time that I have with them. So I mean, to some degree, it's simple, but yet it seems to be.
Right. Well, of course, yeah. I'm sure you're trying to
like
be romantic. Michael, get your time about that.
Hey, that happens.
I know.
But she's a bulldog, and she won't let that happen to her.
No, that's good. That's good. Well, see, you need a strong lady. That's right. Yeah.
She loves it.
Lead. Now you got 3 kids.
3 kids. My kids are 8, 6, and 4.
8, 6, 4. Any future stars in the family?
You know, my kids are very athletic. I mean, I let them play. I don't really do any coaching or directing because I think they should enjoy the game right now. For me to get in there and give too much direction, I don't want to confuse them. I don't want them to lose the attitude of enjoying the game.
Right.
You know, so a lot of times you find professional athletes who are on their kids constantly trying to make them into superstars. Well, my kids are either going to develop to be a superstar. I'm not going to force them. If they choose not to, fine. I have a problem with that.
Yeah, that's it. You gotta make one something, don't you? How you made you.
Do your kids ever teach you anything?
Sure. I mean, they teach me patience.
There you go.
Relax. My kids always want to go. They're hyper. And when I'm coming home from a day of activity, I have to be patient. I have to spend time with them. I can't just let my hair down. I gotta learn how to give them the time they need to relax and enjoy my company. So they teach me a lot of patience and very respectful situations.
Okay, well, I know you are working on a new project right now. You got your cologne and some other goodies. Now the cologne is doing exceptionally well.
I think the purpose of the cologne is to bring more awareness to men who I think carries themselves in a fashion that they're worried about. Well, they pay attention to the hygiene. They pay attention to smelling good and looking good and feeling good. That, and if you look at some of the professional athletes, they're real good dressers. They take care of their hygiene very efficiently, and they take pride in their presence. Because a lot of times when you see people, if you don't get to know them, the first impression is the way they're dressed, the way that they smell.
No, the way they smell will make an impression. Well, let's check out some of the stuff that you bought here. What do we got?
Well, as you know,
we got a whole kit.
Well, that's new. That's the expansion of the lane.
Oh, this is it comes. Does it come like this?
Well, not quite. For you, yeah.
Oh, okay. This KW kit right here.
But this is the cologne that was launched last year. Kit. Now, the women don't. You guys can understand this. Men, you gotta pick up the pace a little bit. But this is like an after shower body oil. You get out of the shower and you try to lock in some of the moisture into your skin. I mean, So this is the body oil.
This keeps you from being ashy.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the deodorant, which I think I've been using this now for a year now. It's alcohol, so you don't have to worry about the burning. It smells good.
Maria Mariana,
Smells good.
Patrick say for me. Bill Michael Patrick. George, Tanya Jordan. And that's goddamn Marlon White. That's really Marlon 10. He went down there and got beat up and got took. The woman got took. And Michael Jordan said, Tampa Bay downtown. Tampa Bay with him.
Good evening, ladies and germs. So, again, we have some interesting things coming out of Virginia. I think for some of you it won't be a shock or a surprise, but I'm going to share this video with you. Now keep in mind, when you're dealing with the police, you're not dealing with people who are there to protect and serve. Those days are gone. What you're dealing with are armed agents of the government that are there to find something to put you in jail for. You're not there to protect you or to serve you. As a matter of fact, the Supreme Court has ruled that police have no duty to protect you. The duty to protect you falls on your own shoulders. That's why I urge everybody to own a weapon and be competent with it. But that's a tale for another time. Let's go to this video, which is very interesting. I'm going to put my headphones on.
Do you have ID on you? How you doing, sir? Do you have ID on you?
Now notice how this police officer gets right up on top of this guy. Okay? I mean, just really just right into his personal space. If you do that to a police officer, you're going to get taken to the ground. You're going to get roughed up. All right? But we see this all the time with people out in the field with cameras where the police just try to intimidate them and bully them and provoke them. That's really what it is. They're trying to provoke you to reach out and touch them so they can actually physically attack you.
Sir, do you have ID on you?
Please don't keep my way off.
No, sir. You're taking pictures of everybody? I need to see some ID.
So you're impeding my way off.
Do you have ID on you, sir?
You're impeding my way.
I understand that. I need to see your ID, sir. Sir, I need to see your ID. Sir, I need to see your ID.
I'm not giving any ID.
You're taking pictures of county vehicles? I need to see your ID, sir.
Okay.
You're taking pictures of county vehicles, and I'm going to guess and say that these so-called county vehicles are probably marked. So there's nothing secret to it. There's nothing about them that is, unknown. I mean, they're marked county vehicles for a reason. They want to be seen. Yet, if you dare to look upon them, you're committing a crime. It's stupid.
So what is illegal about being a photographer?
No. You're being a photographer. I don't know I don't know what the purposes of your pictures of county vehicles are for.
So
You were at the courthouse yesterday taking photos as well, right?
what is the purpose?
Can I see your ID, sir?
I don't have an ID on me, sir.
You have nothing on you?
You're impeding my way out of my details.
You can't right now.
What is the reason why I can't go?
Okay, when this officer just said, this guy says, I want to go, I want to leave, and the police officer says, you can't right now. He is detained against his will. Okay? Everybody needs to understand that. Once that officer says you can't go, it doesn't matter whether he says you're detained or not. You are detained. Period. Now, there must not be, this is Prince William County in Virginia. There must not be any crime in this county. It this entire county, because there's like 6 cops here dealing with this guy. So there must not be any robberies going on. There must not be any other kind of crimes in that whole place. Maybe we all need to move there. Must be the safest place in North America.
Guys, you need to talk to you real quick. You're taking pictures of county complex.
I don't want to talk anymore.
Then you need to stand right here while make sure that you're not wanted for something. How about that? Stand right here for me. Please don't move. Sir, stay right here. Okay. All right. You have no ID on you whatsoever?
Okay, so I'm going to show you, I want to point something out to you guys, and you've probably seen this in my videos before when I refuse to ID, how they'll pull a tablet out like they're going to write it down. Okay, what that is, it's called assuming the sale. It's used very common by salespeople, and what it's designed to do is, as they pull that out, it's supposed to prompt you to give them your information. And a lot of times it works, just like if you're selling something to someone, you just go ahead and close the deal. You get the credit card machine out. You start writing their receipt like they're going to do it. And a lot of times, if they weren't going to do it, many times they will just do it because it's programmed response.
What's your name, sir? You're not going to identify yourself to the police? You're not going to identify yourself to the police, sir?
He keeps saying that like it's crime. He's indirectly trying to scare you with his verbiage. This is verbal judo. We'll say it like it's a crime and scare him. He'll think he's going to get arrested. He'll go ahead and ID.
We have ways to find out who you are.
Ooh, we have ways of finding out who you are.
Okay. All right, stand right here for me so we find out who you are.
We have ways of finding out who you are.
You're taking pictures of county vehicles and county buildings.
Okay, so is that a crime?
Right now, you need to identify yourself to the police. If we're stopping to talk to you, yes, you need to identify yourself.
Is that a crime?
You need to identify yourself. That's going to be a crime.
Let me get your ID where you live at, and then
I'm not going to tell you where I live.
Then why should I tell you where I live?
Because I am stopping to talk to you. I need to see your ID.
So you just stopped and ID.
You're taking photos of government buildings
and
government property.
Okay.
So I need to see your ID.
You're taking pictures of government buildings, government property. You have dared to look upon the king's property. Public property, property we own. You dared to look at your own property, the property that the people have put here to serve them.
All right, and that's a crime?
I need to see your ID to figure out who you are.
All right.
And plus, you're covering your face in a public place.
So if I was Muslim and I was wearing a hijab, you wouldn't say that?
No.
Wait, okay. He's covering his face in a public place, but I want you guys to look at this. Look at my pointer. That police officer right there. Is his face covered? Pretty much. Everything but his lips. So, it is very common in areas where there are allergens in the air for people to wear masks and stuff to protect them from the weather. It's common where it's cold. It's common where, any number of reasons. And right now, there's a big thing going around with this coronavirus. Lots of people here in the Houston area, the flu is going around. I see lots of people downtown wearing masks to protect themselves from the viruses. So it's not unusual. It is just something that they want to grab onto to make something out of. That's all that is.
Buddy?
No, you're not wearing a hijab. You're wearing a Redskins hat.
Okay, but you said a mask.
You're wearing a face mask.
Yes, and that's similar to a hijab, correct?
Are you saying you're
Muslim? No, I'm not, but I'm just giving you an example, sir. So if I was wearing a hijab and somebody was walking down,
that would be different. That's religion. Are you telling me you're Muslim? You're not Muslim then. So then
I have nothing to do about that, sir. I'm just trying to
make a point. You wear a Redskins hat and a black mask.
I'm trying to make a point.
So what he's trying to say is you're not wearing it for a religious purpose. You're just wearing it to wear it.
How do you know?
To cover your face.
He hasn't said that.
You see that?
To hide your
Right
identity.
There you go.
I'm going to walk over there to make sure.
No, stay right here.
All right, please don't touch me. You see that officer right there?
No.
All right, well, if you turn around, he's wearing the exact same mask that I'm wearing, even with glasses, all right? So if that is a crime, whatever you're going to ask me or write me a citation, you should do the exact same thing to this officer right now.
You ride a motorcycle?
So now it's only for if you ride motorcycles.
That is an officer. That is property. That is property of our department. You can wear that mask
And
while
this
you drive.
is property of mine. I can wear it if it's cold outside.
Okay, then you need to identify. So one pull down so I can see your face.
So let me see this officer's ID then. And when he identifies him where he lives at, then I was like,
that's not how it works.
okay, well then,
Of course it's not.
this is kind of like a circular conversation, right?
No.
It is. It's very circular conversation. You're asking for something.
I'm asking you for ID that you're not
And
giving
I'm
to me.
telling you, sir, that I don't have any ID on me.
You can give me your name.
I don't want to give my name.
Right. That's the problem.
So now
So
you're telling
That's
me.
the problem. That's the problem. You don't want to give it. That's a problem. It's a problem for him, the officer, because you're not bowing down and throwing yourself on the ground and licking his boots like a good sheeple will. I don't want it.
So now you're telling me that
Gotta see
when
if you're
just
wanted.
walking down the street, you can just go to somebody and say, "Hey, let me see your ID."
No, if I see someone taking pictures of a government building, I can walk up and say, "Can I see your ID?" You're taking
And they
pictures of
have
a government
and
building.
then they have an option to say, "I have it" or "I don't." Correct?
No.
So they just need to give it to you.
If the police come out and talk to you and say,
You
"I
just
need
need to
your
give it to
ID," you need to provide
What's
ID.
that penal code then?
What's that?
What's that penal code? What's
The
the
PO code.
the penal code? What is it? What's the law
You
that
need to
say?
identify yourself to the police if we're asking you
What's
for your
the
identification.
law saying that?
Why don't you look
Give
it
me-
up?
Well,
You seen? Do you
no,
have,
I
are you a
don't.
lawyer?
No, I'm not.
Oh!
Right now, we want to give you another live look at from Sky 2. This is a Black Lives Matter protest near downtown. This is the area of Capitol Street and La Branch, right at the intersection. And about almost 10 minutes ago, we did see a brief scuffle that appeared to take place between some police officers and members of the crowd who were protesting. There was an individual, a young male, who was taken into custody by police officers, but things appear to have calmed down for the most part. There was a larger protest that began a few hours ago that marched from Discovery Green to City Hall, and from there it appears that the large group sort of splintered into a couple of different groups. This is one of the locations they are at. Relatively speaking, though, other than vocally, this has been figuratively a fairly quiet protest, if you will. Our Hannah McKenzie, she's nearby, and she's at City Hall right now on the ground. And Hannah, go ahead and tell us what you're seeing there where you are.
Yeah, so things out here got very disorganized very quickly. This event was supposed to wrap up at 4, and if you take a look behind, you can still see large crowds gathered in front of City Hall. A huge police presence out here. You can see some of these officers, fully clad in their riot gear. And as you said earlier, there's been a couple scuffles out here. The protest mostly peaceful, but it did get a little hairy at times. Hundreds, if not thousands, marching on Houston City Hall Friday, protesting the death of George Floyd. Many chanting and toting signs, fighting to have their voice heard.
It's important that we come out here to let police know that we're no longer taking this racism.
Even the smallest of voices making a big impact.
This is my grandson. His name is Kingston Warren.
Kingston, how old is Kingston?
Kingston is 3.
years old.
Yeah.
He's probably the youngest protester out here.
Oh, yes. Well, he's definitely going down in history.
The area heavily patrolled by law enforcement, a few officers watching from above.
Time says justice for George Floyd. Black Lives Matter.
Some protesters advocating not just for the Floyd family, but social injustice.
I'm tired of seeing black men being killed, black women being killed. Enough is enough. I'm afraid to be black. I'm afraid to live how I want to live. Be my true self.
Mostly peaceful protests taking a turn when this person showed up with a rifle.
We got the legal right to be out here.
A crowd follows as officers escort the masked person off City Hall property. Minutes later, protesters can be seen running away from what appears to be a cloud of tear gas. Things obviously still very active here right now. Officers are doing an amazing job kind of keeping the peace and stopping those scuffles from starting really before they spiral out of control. And if you take a look behind, you can still hear kind of folks with the megaphones that are definitely still continuing this protest. We're not sure how much longer this is going to last. Again, the initial event was supposed to wrap up at 4, and after it ended here at City Hall, the group seemed to have kind of broken off into smaller groups, and that's when things got a little hairy, to say the least. But officers have then kind of cordoned everyone back into this area, and that's where the group seems to be continuing their protests right now. But of course, we will keep you updated on this developing story. Reporting live from outside City Hall, Hannah McKenzie, KPRC. Back to you guys.
How to start an online business fast without having to do product creation. I get this question all the time. Listen, there's so many opportunities out there. I want to share what's worked for me for 17 years. I've done it again and again, and I want to give you this book completely free. It's called The Email Life. I put 17 years worth of my knowledge into this book. Here's the deal. You have an email address? Nice and simple, right? 5.6 billion email addresses in the world. If you could get a tiny, tiny, tiny sliver of that, I could show you how to build an entire business. You don't have to do product creation. It's all in this book. Now, here's how you get the book. I want you to click the link somewhere around this video. I'm doing an amazing 90-minute workshop where I show you examples of this.
Wake that ass up early in the morning.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Charlamagne and Yee are on vacation, so holding it down. And I got my brother Myson on the line. Myson, how's it going, bro?
I'm blessed, King. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. So for people that don't know, you're out there on the front line. You've been out there protesting out in Minneapolis. So what are you seeing out there for people that don't know and what to do? All you see is what the media puts on television. So what are you seeing out there?
Thank you for having me. I've been here for the last 3 days. I want to say we got here on Tuesday. A lot of protesting. And pretty much to the site where Brother George Floyd protested in front of the officer's home. Protested at the DA's home. Protested at the precinct. So I've pretty much seen every aspect of the protest. For the most part, the media is trying to project as if it's just been some violent protest. Yes, they're having things. Yes, they're having things. I want to tell you that most of the violence or the violent nature of it, because there's amongst protesters, there has been no violence. There might be a little disagreement here and there, but for the most part, the protesters are angry with the system. And police they have initiated violence by shooting rubber bullets off the police station. That's where I see, the negativity start. Sure, there's been angry people, but there haven't been any weapons. I haven't seen anybody shooting anything. Most of the times, protesters have their hands up. I've seen officers point blank shooting protesters that walk just hands up with rubber bullets, throwing tear gas into full crowds. People are angry. They're angry, and
you're seeing the same thing we see. And for the district attorney here to ignore that that was a crime. Right? It's like it's a slap in the face, right? And we most times people don't want to be here. It's a pandemic. You want to be home with your family. You want to make sure the world sees what's working. It's just disgusting. It's really disgusting.
Now, people are reporting that they've seen police officers, and I don't know how true this is, but they've seen police breaking windows and starting fires. Have you seen any of that? They're saying that it's not necessarily the protesters. They said it starts from possibly the police breaking these windows and possibly police starting these fires and then blaming it on the rioters.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much one of the tactics of this government. They put agent provocateurs into the crowds and protesters, and they create the most havoc, and then they blame it on the protesters so they can have reasons to lock up, to harm, and do things to protesters. That's a strategy that's been used for years. I've seen the video. I cannot confirm nor deny if that is actually the officer who's doing that. But I'm just saying that strategy is not anything new. As somebody protesting for the last 8 years, I've seen, I've heard, I've been a witness to them, the government and the system, them putting their spies into the crowds, and they be the ones who are actually the ones who initiate any level of crime or violence.
Now, I also seen video, and you said you were protesting outside the officer's house. Now, we seen a video where it looked like there might have been like 100 officers outside surrounding his house. Was that true?
That is definitely true. We were standing there, and there was a line of maybe started out with about 20, 30 officers, and then out of nowhere, another 80 of them came out of nowhere. They just stood there, riot gear, full riot gear, and just to intimidate protesters. And it's sad, it's just, this whole situation is just sad. Just looking at it, most of these people are traumatized. We're dealing with a level of trauma, that is beyond anything that I've seen. I was really young right while it was happening. And, I wasn't actually present at the Ferguson situation, but this is something that I've never seen. And I realized that we have reached a boiling point in America. I think the victimization and disregard for Black life has come to the point, and it's not just Black people out here. There are probably more white people out here than there are Black people, but they are united front, and everybody has come to the consensus that what is happening can't keep happening, and they don't care. They're not scared. They're taking the tear gas and they're coming right back. Yesterday we were out there, and before the precinct was burned down, the police that came up, knocking on the precinct door. They have ordered everything up. Next to you, when they
went through too much goddamn shit to keep his goddamn job.
Police came out on the roof. They started shooting bullets. They started throwing, tear gas, and then the crowd dispersed. You don't know anything about it. When they throw that tear gas, it spreads for blocks. Like it just starts to spread. So everybody's running, trying to clear their eyes, pouring milk in their eyes, or whatever they have to do. And within another 5 or 10 minutes, protesters came right back. They are fed up. And the next thing I heard is that the police station had been burned down. And we do not want violence. I say this 1,000 times. Nobody's advocating for violence. Nobody's advocating for negativity. But when I'm having these conversations with these young people from our communities, and I'm saying let's go about this. Let's march. Let's protest. They look at me dead in my eyes and say they're tired of marching. That we've been marching for hundreds of years, and they're still killing us to these streets. You know, and they're saying that the only thing that this government respects is loss of something. You know, and this is the mindset that they have. And, and these are good people. These are not criminals. These are not people that's in the street that's doing things like that. These are people who have done everything right. They've got jobs. And they reached a point where they say you can't keep taking our lives, wanting us to be peaceful, quote unquote. You know, this is not, you know, when they say no justice, no peace, this is no peace. And nobody wants to hurt anybody. There hasn't been anybody hurt anybody. They're saying this property in the capitalistic society that we live in is what's led to the disregard for black life. Right. You know, these corporations who make billions of dollars, you know, and they fund these government officials and which fund our police system is the reason why they disregard our life. So they don't see or care about these corporations or these businesses that they're burning down. You know, and the police station symbolizes the biggest symbolization of what has disregarded our life so long. So when you see people celebrate the burning down of the precinct, it's not about violence. It's not about wanting to harm anybody. It's a symbolization of something that was something in a government body that has harmed black people for so long actually being destroyed.
You know, I wanted to ask you this, you know, because you're the perfect person to ask this question to. So, opening up the phone lines, I get a lot of people, and even seeing on my thing, and you folks, you're a perfect person to answer. People are saying, you know, how do we get so upset when other people kill us, when we kill ourselves all the time? And I think, you know, you'll be a perfect person because you're on both sides. You're, you know, Kings Can't Kill Kings March, and you try to just advocate for people to just not be violent towards each other at all. So when people say that, you know, like, hey, we kill each other, what is your response to that, my son?
My response to that is, you know, there's two responses to it. The one I want people to really understand is when we kill each other, which is happening, you know, where there is poverty, there will be violence. Right. You know, and those are just facts. If you change the realities of our communities, if you make sure that our people in our communities can eat and survive, violence will disappear. But the government knows that. And that's why the poverty rate in the communities that we come from hasn't disappeared. Because violence is a necessary component to the capitalist society that we live in. They need violence so they can fill jails. They need violence. They need us to continue to kill each other. So that structure has been fed. What I say is, when we kill each other, which is by no means anything good for us to go from, when that happens, Jay and JoJo are going to go to jail for the rest of their lives. You know, when they're caught, they're going to spend the rest of their lives. They're going to lose the person whose life they took and the person who took them. Right? The police are not being held accountable. When we have to sit outside and witness on tape a man sit on a man's neck, you know, with no regard for his life, to look you in the face in the camera, knowing that he's sitting on this man's telling you that he can't breathe. He's calling for his mother. When those things are happening, and they can tell you that they don't see a crime, that right there is one of the biggest miscarriages of justice ever. And that's why the system and the structure that is supposed to protect and serve you. So if the people who are supposed to protect us are the ones killing us, and they can't even be held accountable, then we don't have a chance. So when we compare the black on black crime, quote unquote, that they say, which is a myth, because most people, anybody, crime is committed by the people who are closest to you. There's say white on white crime, because whites kill more whites than blacks kill blacks. That's a fact, because during the numbers tell you that. If you Google it, if you look, more white people kill more white people than black, because they are the majority in the world. So that's a fact. But we always want to give this, but we kill ourselves. Yes, we kill ourselves. But we are going to be held accountable. What we are asking for in this moment is accountability. MD, if they would have locked those officers up and said, okay, they committed a crime, we would not be here. Why is the loss of life, the loss of black life, not as valuable as the loss of property in America? Why do they value property more than they value us? You know, and that's something that we really have to ask. So when people people say that to me, I say, I understand because I advocate for kings to stop killing kings. I want us to protect ourselves, but I understand the reality also. I understand if I can't change your reality, if I can't be, if I don't make the block, you believe that the block is the only way you're going to survive, so you have to fight your brother who is fighting for the same crumb that you're fighting for. But I can't change that reality. I know that the reality of me stopping the violence in our communities is going to be very low, and they know that as well. You know, if you look at hip hop, you look at hip hop, these same people that come from hip hop that now millionaires that go and they move to these nice areas and they're peaceful and they support. These people came from that violence. The minute that you change their circumstances, they ain't out there committing crime. They know what they had to do. So that theory is something that we can't allow them to play on us, because most people who actually have gained some level of stature, who have got some money, they utilize these platforms. They want us to say, look, when we kill each other. They want, if you don't understand the dynamics of that, we utilize that and we weaponize that against ourselves. And, you know, I didn't hear the exact words that I heard. Wiz Khalifa and them was mad. They said, "Oh, we shouldn't be doing this." You know, I understand, but we can't be doing this to the communities. And you can't tell people how to vent their anger, especially when you ain't never done that. Sometimes you just gotta be quiet. You have to be quiet because this is not your field. You know, this is something people have been on the front lines of this for a long time. We've been preaching peace. We've been advocating for peace, and we've been doing it the right way. Going to school, and we've been telling these kids. But at some point, the peace that you talking about, the peace that we talking about, differentiates. There's a difference between it, because we get to a point where you can't keep kicking a dog before he bites you back.
Right. Now, lastly, you know, what can people do? You know, so many people, a lot of people can't be on the front lines. You know, whether it is to donate for the funds, because we know it is expensive. We know that when you go out there, you gotta pay for hotels, and you know there's a possibility that you will get arrested. That you know people have to pay for bond and bail, and pay for attorneys, and pay for your gas, and pay for the car to get up there, and pay for everything, street signs and all that. So what can people do? And what do you know for people who are just to say, hey, we want to help, but we can't make it out there. We want to stand with you guys, but we can't stay on the front line. So what do you tell people that want to back you guys?
You know, what I tell people is there's so many different entry points into this movement. You know, some people are on social media all day. Sometimes you have to lift the words that we speak on your social media. You know, that's a very big platform right now. We realize, especially during this pandemic, that spreading the word through social media, especially through social distancing in these times, you know, that's a very big platform. So you have a platform, you have a voice, utilize that to spread the message that we have. You know, show that you are aligned with with justice, that you are aligned with what it is that we're fighting for. And as you said, you can donate to organizations. If you see the people doing the work, you know, there are people like our organization Until Freedom that you can donate to. You know, we have a website, we have an Instagram page, we have Cash App. Because as you said, we've been out here for the last 5 days in the suspense. You know, unfortunately, we came to Kentucky first with Breonna Taylor, the young lady who was shot 8 times in her home by the police who did a no-knock raid and didn't even run into her home. They shot through her home and we shot through the windows. Right after they kicked her door through, her boyfriend shot one shot as a warning shot because he thought that he was being robbed. He shot through this woman's home and shot her 8 times. They shot over 30 shots. After they didn't even say, hell, this is the police or anything. And they killed this woman. This was a good woman. She was an EMT worker. Nobody said a bad word. So we had to go there to protest for her. Then we drove down the block to Indianapolis, where young man, Mikael Rose, was shot in front of his home by an officer who was unarmed. You know, so then to hear on the way from there that this happened to George Floyd. So we didn't anticipate being away for over a week having to drive. We drove from Indianapolis.
You don't want nowhere to collect shit. If I don't want to go nowhere, shit, I ain't going nowhere. We both are here. Shit, it's two niggas and two $1,500,000. Same shit, it's all up. Judge too. You know Judge is, and Gary is. You
know, we want to be in the
don't play that either. So, you know what's up.
Make sure that our
Somebody
voices are
introduce
heard.
you that from there, you don't know. I told you, man, that's somebody wrong shit. Who was that?
Yes, we do need
The
those
king,
donations.
who's gonna whisper that to you? The God,
there are so many different ways
where
I
they
tell
live.
people, you have to utilize
You
have to know
it's
what
all
it is
over the
that you
world.
can
You don't
do
want
that
to go
can
near,
contribute. Sometimes
God is
some people
everybody.
don't have,
God
we
is
have
being that's God there.
$3 and
That's
$4
city. That's my
right
name.
off the pad.
This girl, Miss America, yeah. I got a daughter down there. Like though. Yeah, military police. I said, military police? I said, yeah, that's me. Please don't call me police. I ain't police. Shit, rich police. Shit, like police, I think that's what I'm naming them. Put the WREO, you know, say, bitch police, yeah, I'm scratch.
Whatever
Get it out there. All right. You did. So I told you that, Daddy.
So as a national organization, we come and we bring those
that's why Mama said that. You what? Say what? Now I say that's the rat. What he say to the what he say to the rat when E was the elephant. And he studied, and I said E. It's a rat. Well, so I said what? I said, man, it's good, but you had it. And then then E say. Self be self. I say, no, don't say that. They got something on TV. The elephant in there, he talking. 1, 2, 3. Don't dance, and you better not get back there like Beyonce on the dance and stuff. But that's how Speed do. Racing, he don't even come to the finish line till he start. Then shit, you all lined up in the front, first place. Cause we got team numbers. Race X coming and she's gonna have the number 15, 8, 9. That's why the number change every time you come track. You whatever. That was tell you. You can tell. I don't ever tell shit. I'll show you my time sheet. 505 that time sheet. I got the number to that. I told you that too. I told you that.
I appreciate you so much for your appreciation. Thank you so much for checking in and being so real with it. Like, unapologetically the person that you are, and we're grateful and we thank you. You know what I mean? We got you guys, and thank you so much. We'll continue
to push. One more child down. That's my dog. I ain't see that dad. I heard it going on Houston, Minneapolis, week 2 though. 7 of them, man, nobody got no gun. We trying to just, man, go down the road and talk to people. Can you get to our town and hurry up? We Adam County. You know what I'm saying? You up in the Jackson County, that's down there. I don't know what number that is. But I seen it. I ain't see no black people out there. Hell no. I got there and prayed for it. I don't know who did. I went for one night in Garland, and I was at the plant, wastewater tree. And then shit, what I do, David Stoneberg? Guess who? David? Nope. Uriah, who? My granddaughter, and who's Destiny? Ain't not saying.
Wake that ass up in the morning with your breakfast club.
Morning, everything is DJ NV Angela E. Charlamagne the Guy. We on the breakfast. Hey, I'm not. I have 5 kids, so I have to be at 6 o'clock in the morning anyway.
8 by 8 side by side, and then I think about it later.
And we have a special guest on the phone line right now.
I ain't gonna get that today.
My brother.
25 miles.
Every time I speak to him like this, that means something
I don't
happens.
even look good, man.
And that's the sad thing.
Then Casey said, you need to go to biceps. I said, no, it's tricep time. Tricep deep. You look like a wrestler. I ain't even feel secure that you whoop me. Bobby won't make that on that goddamn stage singing that. Shit, Sarge, come on, man. Who's Sarge? It's Sarge 15. No, Sarge 15. Oh, he's 15. I don't know Sarge Thompson. I don't know Sergeant Thompson.
He represents the family of George Floyd.
Sergeant, midget. I seen those ants. He told me it was Stone Tracy Brink. I saw him. I got him back there. He need a leaky ready. Pump it up then. And you know what kind of pump that is? Plastic. It ain't gonna get the ball hard enough to jump up in your hand. Put it on the ground, pick it up, pick it up. But you don't run how far. Straight to it. Hard as hell. Oh yeah. Uncle Steve, let me do it. She picked it up. She chest. dude who know trucks and who know how to drive. But he don't drive it. That's Richard. He don't run that. He moved over to where
face down in handcuffs,
he don't skip over the I and know where you don't know your I and he and I and say all that. You just don't quit. Who said you know my mama? I told you that. I told you how it happened over there. You won't introduce me to nothing you got over there. And I'm Charles Barkley. I'm playing against you. And I'm in your town. Or do you what? Whose story is that? He gonna pick up Tennessee and then what? 5 shots. Nope, not down. But no push-ups, ain't. No push-ups. Yep, you're gonna kill him. Stand up position, straight up. You know how to sit on the side of the wall, don't you? And everybody do that. It's crazy. First all in Millen told that one time. You know how many times I fuss at people? How many times you did? How many times you went down and just did push-ups, right? No, then what? I told him I talked to 10,000 times, 10,000. What I told him was something. 10,000 times. I said, wake your boys up. Remember, look, where y'all in intense, right? Kansas City. Ain't nobody out there but where we at. We just saw Garcia right here with Hank and his son, and we talking to him and saying, that's God, that's God. You don't play it. Who won't be about it? And you say you did that, and almost yeah, you did him. And why it's so tragic and why this is worse. I said, shit,
what's made the police come? Like, what call was that? Because at first he heard it was scamming, at first he said he was on top of his car. What was that first initial call?
You know, the first initial call was allegedly portrait. And as we found out, what portrait is talking about a $10 bill may have been fake. So there's no evidence that he ever did anything wrong because they never proved anything about the $10 bill was fake, or if it was fake, that he would have knew about it. How many people would know if they had got money and it wasn't real? How many of us are checking money when we get change from the store? So it's just unbelievable that he was killed because he was accused of a non-violent crime, but yet the police can use excessive lethal force to kill, which is a lot. If you like Eric Garner, when you think about it, selling loose cigarettes, which is a non-violent crime, but then the NYPD come and they use excessive lethal force. When that brother ends up dead, and now you are in 2020, and he ends up dead. And I think this is far worse in many regards because the officers on this thing and the public is out there pleading with the police just to get the officer back in.
It's such a sad situation. You know, watching that video, and me and my wife watched it together, and I watched the commercial, and we just couldn't understand it. And just look at that officer's face. Like it was like it's like he got a hard on while people were telling him he was killing them. Like it's like his ego got to him. He just gonna sit there like, no, I'm gonna keep my demons in. And I just don't understand. I can't get it. And I heard George screaming, you know, I can't breathe, screaming for his mother. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm sure you spoke to his mom. What was the family's feeling for watching that, especially his mom?
Well, unfortunately, his mother is deceased, and it's so sad that week was her 2-year anniversary of her death, and so it was already emotional. And so he had his brothers and sisters and children. He has 2 children, 2 daughters, one 6 years old, one 22 years old, and he has 6 brothers and sisters who loved and adored him. And it's just been heartbreaking for them. I mean, they can't even accept it as real because they said George was like a gentle giant. He was an all-star athlete. He played basketball in high school. They went to the state championship. He played for the University of South Florida. He was just somebody who did not love George. Everybody loved him. He would always keep everybody laughing. He was like so engaging, and people in Minneapolis, everybody says that about this guy. And but them to kill him in this manner, when there is no
Boy, what you talking about?
of evidence that demonstrates that he posed a threat to these police officers. I'm demanding for them to release the body cam video. Be transparent. We just saw the video. How much worse can it be? Release the video. Let us know what you were saying when you had your knee down there, and you notice that he has his hand in his pocket. I was told they do that to apply more pressure when you down on the thigh. And so I just think it was deliberate what these officers were doing, because for 9 minutes you can't do something coincidentally for 9 minutes. And the fact that at some point, when time passes and people are telling you
like that. If I
he escalated, he's saying I can't breathe, you then have intentionally to cause harm and pain to him. And so in the law, when you intentionally do something to cause harm or bodily harm, they not have to be killed. But if he ends up dying, then your actions was a proximate cause of his death, and you can absolutely be charged for murder. And when you look at this video, if it was you or I, anybody else, no question, it would be murder. Why are they treating the police like they're above the law? They need to arrest them now and charge them with murder.
I was going to ask you guys, so the four who got fired, to my understanding, they're still getting paid and they still get their benefits and all that. Is that normal?
Well, we understand right now they haven't lost their pensions and their benefits, but they haven't clarified that point for us yet. They just said they're all terminated. They're apparently in the police union thing. They're the whole process.
Coat colors on them. See what color is that thing I'm talking about?
I was going to ask you, what's the difference?
Come on, scared as hell every time. There ain't nothing you see on TV. But you get up there, one down. Thank you, God. Straight up. Your dog said that, and that, and saw you there. Ain't gonna say nothing to that. But that's sister. Queen don't play with Diane, and Diane don't play with Queen. You don't play Kay don't play either. Sometimes you can't play with the big boys. You use your leg, don't y'all? Slightly. But they'll put something else for local. For us.
And so in this
I ain't
scenario,
never seen nothing.
I just don't know how you can
say Tyson, because if I see him, then I'm scared to fight with my cousin. You don't know him, then you do know him, and shit, he'll come home and spend that day and smoke the neck. And he said he didn't smoke, so he did. But he got that from David Davis. David. You know what I'm saying? That's
we also see
the officer wearing his hat. You know me, and don't be playing this showing that. They see sluggers, slougers,
I don't know, and so I know there are a lot of people out there who put up fake stuff like this. Until we can absolutely authenticate that,
I had one spot on me. I just looked at it and said, "No, I ain't gonna do that shit."
that that's him.
He did, and I did.
Also, they said that he's resisting arrest, right? We've seen videos come
eat pepperoni pizza and get what? Rag, sausage. Oh man, I said I'm gonna make that go. And then I was smashed. I don't know what I was gonna put temps in. And then I said, don't put it over there. Right there, Kenny, right there for Papa. You be going there. I said, nope. Get like in the center, and I don't know where that's at. I know where the spot is. If I get there again, I'm gonna get there. But Cliff, no, 59, you don't want to go there. I don't think it's right there, though. 59 South, Cliff Corpus Christian, you end up Long Island Ridge. And then that's fish. Champ know what that spot is. 20 minutes, 15 seconds, and then you come back. Sit home and watch the game with yourself.
I mean, if you want transparency and you want it to be above board, then go ahead and do the right thing. And the right thing, literally,
because I can do this, let you know my
let's hear what they were saying when they were down there on the stage.
With my
every case, they always say it's an ongoing investigation. And when they say that, when
that tells
Turn
me
red,
they're just
red.
trying to figure out
I
a
asked him,
way
"Do you ever
to
ate shepherd
justify
pie?"
the unjustifiable.
Because I heard about it on, and then I
Now,
go
what
down
do
and
they say
take
that
and
what
get some.
are they
That's
saying
his
when
shit.
these officers
I
rule
don't
these
know
on
about
what
it.
charges?
Yeah, I
They
don't
say
know
what the
about
next
next
step
super.
is because they
Nobody
were fired. If they
come
fired
there
them fast, but
as a
now
Muslim,
these
he's
officers haven't
super.
been charged yet. They're
I
still
said,
walking
damn,
around.
super. And
What's
then you
next?
say, don't
Day
ask me.
before they
Are
haven't
you
been charged, and we
stuttering?
got
I
to
mean, you
continue
met
to
somebody
demand
like that.
immediate
You
arrest
stuttering. That's
because
like
the district attorney,
Tyrell trying to
it shouldn't take
explain
that
your
long
business
to
to the people over
establish
there
that
in
there's
LA.
probable
He
cause in
didn't
this
be
video to
Tyrell,
arrest
but
him.
then his brother
Because
that do
every
talk will say
people in
something, he
our
over there.
community,
And if you pull
they
another black
have
girl, he'll
far
feel
less
that
probable
too.
cause
And
than a
I'm
video.
gonna feel it.
He can
I'm gonna
justify
remember
arresting
where I
us
was when I did
every
it.
day and
Somebody
twice
head
on
fell off.
Friday.
I said,
But
Christopher,
the
and I ain't
police
say
rules
Columbus.
change and they say, oh, we got to just investigate. We
Christopher,
got
that's
to
my
make
brother.
sure we have all the evidence.
Jackson is
But you
name.
got a video, man.
He got that on his tattoo.
Now people are upset.
Unicorn was the first one he got.
People are feeling like the only way to
Or
change is by civil unrest.
and then
People are tired of peaceful protesting, but they feel like that does nothing because they continue to do it. You know, we seen it.
Country,
You know, you were just up here 2 weeks ago.
battle, rap
you know,
battle in the rain.
he was doing what my kids did, running around the neighborhood. You know, somebody thought he was stealing somebody and took the laws in their own hands and killed.
Where
We
Ellis
see
White
it with
down
Eric
the
Garner.
road,
We see it with so many individuals. This, you know,
well,
George,
you did
what was
that,
he doing?
not
Even
that
if
way
he
though,
had a
because you
big
did
bill,
ain't more than
you know how many
hit
times I'm a
from somebody else out.
with a fake bill?
Did it that way.
That doesn't mean I created it. That doesn't mean I bought it. That means I got it. Somebody got it.
Went played
The point where
and
you
lost
arrest
all
me
it.
and
Yeah,
put
the
your
one
feet
look
on my
like
neck
that
for
big.
9 minutes. People are
Jerry
pissed off
Monroe.
in front of my friends. People
Going
like
that
to
out
talk
no
like,
more after
enough
that.
is enough. Like, when do we draw the line?
Stop you
Well,
got everybody
you know,
because of
I
that.
will say
Then you wouldn't went
reference
over
to
there no
Ahmaud
more.
Arbery,
Rick
and
wouldn't went
because
over there
the
no more.
people were
Bonnie wouldn't have been
outraged
Bonnie.
and they turned that
Because it
outrage
wouldn't
to a
have been
public
times
outcry.
and shit. It
I
wouldn't have been
do
no good
believe
time here.
that's why
You're wide
wheels
awake.
of
Y'all wait
justice
to
started
goddamn
going more
play.
expeditious.
So I know
And
first
so
nobody
we got
from nothing. I say
the
that right there and
prosecutors
that.
to
They
charge
wouldn't have.
the father-son murderous duo, and
I
they
ain't think all
charged
of us in the
the
truck.
third
That one
person,
man in the truck.
Robbie, who was
He
doing
wasn't
the
General
video.
yet.
But
He
that's
said
the
his
people using
assistant
their
superintendent,
voice
but we
in
knew
a
who he
collective,
was,
unified
trying to
manner.
play
And I think
Keller
with
Hurt.
Breonna
Keller
Taylor
Hurt.
Louisville, you
I
had a
know
similar
Keller Hurt
incident
nowhere
where they
near,
have
but
now made the police chief
Keller
resign over
Hurt,
that
he used
botched
to run
no-knock
after us.
warrant where that innocent black
Before
woman
us and
killed in
after
her
us,
own
it's time to run. And he would run
I
and shit.
believe
He
they're going
talked
to
to
be
God.
charged
Me.
because the people
So
are
I
raising their
was.
voice.
They didn't
We
start
have
that
to
day. It was
strike a
against
match versus
all the
cursing
black
God
evil that was
because
going on in the world.
we
I
can
wouldn't tell on
make things
Tupac. I don't know
happen.
who
We
went
don't
that
know
damn right.
our strength and our
Being
power.
smoked.
Minnesota, as
Guns
long as
smoke.
we
He
keep
said, what?
protesting,
He
and
came on
I don't
and
know
did
if you
it.
got to
The
go
nickel, a quarter,
start
metal,
looting or destroying stuff, but
metal,
just protesting, disturbing
hot.
the peace
If you been in
every
the rain
day,
and fell
every
out,
night.
seen a
That
slug
DA,
and
that mayor
accidentally
gonna
put,
say, we
you
want
know,
to restore
someone
some
take his
kind of
life,
calm to our
they'll
city.
come back and tell you
All
that
they
was
want
me
us to
and you.
do is do
And
what
you'll
we
be
would
in the
do
room.
in
They'll
any
protect
other
you
case.
all day.
And so
Stay
I
right
believe
there,
they're going to charge them,
right there where
but
y'all at.
they just are
He said,
trying,
when
if
Jesse
they
ain't no
can
killing
get
in
out of
here,
it, not
it's
charge
just
them.
a
That's why
cousin,
we got to
you
stay
know,
on
me,
them, Envy, because I'm cautiously
tug,
optimistic
and he
based on
talking, you
what
know
I
who
see in the
he is.
Army case, what I
That
see
don't go
in
there, I
Boston
do go
Jones
there,
case,
and I
what I
work
saw
there,
in Corey
I do
Jones
that,
case, where
but
these
not
police
that.
officers are getting
And I
convicted and
get
they're
that
sending
softball
them
up
away.
in January
But
and
it
wait
has
till
to
May.
be us,
Till out of y'all the 1st of April and 9th I'll come.
collectively, not
Pray for
letting
rain,
our
that'll be
foot
my
off
name.
their
Me
neck.
and you be seeing E all the time,
Absolutely.
and
So
you
for
think
people
I'm
out there
lying to
listening
you.
right now
You
and
be
listening
lying
on the
to me,
radio
because
and
I
watching
don't eat
this,
nothing but
what do you
dog and
want
dog
people
eat
to
me.
do? How can
I
people
don't
help?
eat
How
that,
can
and
we
I
help?
don't fight me.
What do you
Can't
suggest?
be
How can we help fight the fight? Some people might be in Minnesota, but then some people might be in New York, some people might be in California. How can we help fight the fight?
But I love where Chance the Rapper did in Chicago, and people with a voice can use their voice to start having rallies and protests because that is to Minnesota. I know Ludacris and his wife went on social media and started using their voice to get other people who are not black people, but saying, where are you white people? Why are you outside? And the other thing we can do most importantly is keep emailing and calling the district attorney Mike Freeman, who ultimately is going to make the decision whether to charge. His phone number is 612-348-5550. And we
calendar. Give us one more time. Okay. 612 is 348 5550 Manchester, George, Florida. And we do have, I believe, an ace in the hole. The Minnesota Attorney General is a good brother named Keith Ellison. He was a former U.S. congressman. A lot of controversy because they said he supported his brothers too much with controversy. But he is a person who has a track record of fighting for our community and uplifting the culture. So if that local DA has a conflict of interest somehow, then Keith Ellison, this African-American Attorney General, will get to prosecute this case. And so like in Mark Aubrey, we got the sister prosecuting the case, and we can have the brother in Minnesota prosecuting the case. And I want to believe it, like you're a father, and you're a father of children of color. I want to believe parents who have these positions, have children of color, are going to have life experiences that are in common. And so they will know how to represent the life of George Floyd, represent the life of Ahmaud Arbery, better than some of our white brothers and sisters who have a fish out of water experience when it comes to trying to defend the honor and the dignity of black people when they're killed versus when they prosecute us. They can always assassinate our character and say we locked up and throw away the key. So that's why I'm cautiously optimistic. Keep our voices up. Justice for Floyd. Everybody calls Floyd.
And my last question is, I'm looking up the cops. I'm doing my homework on these cops. I'm realizing that a couple of them had cases before. I mean, one guy, but I love he won some money. And he had cases where it's similar. Like, it seems like they were racist cops too. Their past history. I don't know how true it is, but looking at their history, it seems like they've been in this rodeo before.
Absolutely, and it looked like they have a history of alleged allegations of excessive force. They probably didn't have black. Yeah, to minority. And so we didn't have evidence on video of those cases apparently. But on this one here, nobody can look at that video and say that the amount of force they used was not excessive. And excessive, that led to I mean, they're going to try to say, and this is why we have to have an independent medical examiner coming to our autopsy examination. Because they're already trying to say what we saw in that video didn't kill.
That was just a game.
9 minutes on that man's
nobody fighting.
Yeah, just heard of war, the rumors of war. He was saying, like, you can't breathe. Please let me up. I'm not an assistant. 9 minutes, they say that was, so what was the reason that they say that?
They haven't revealed that yet. They try to say he had a medical condition.
You ain't scared of people.
But, you know, I'm absolutely certain when our medical examiners look at it independently with no bias, he's not an employee of the city of Minneapolis. He's not buddy with the police. He's going to tell the unadulterated truth. And once that comes out, I think everybody would give you their common sense to say, I don't have to have no medical degree to know that what you did was a proximate cause to his death, because the law doesn't say it has to be the only cause for the death. It says just a proximate cause for the death. It contributed to your succession of life.
And you know what? I knew that too. You know how I knew that? They said, God made him in the hospital. So it felt like they were setting something up. Like it felt like they were setting up the same day as.
I had to walk on it again. They saw that too. That was that day. Jacksonville, Florida got the Gators 5. Goddamn freshwater game. Ain't no more Florida Gators. We ain't going in there and let them Gator leave. We see you getting twisted up. In some other country, I showed you that on your channel. We cool, we in Bay City. It used to be Old Ocean, but it's this now. I'm right here. Boy, this my tough friend. DD, you know who you is. Big D though. White kids, black kids, and shit. Casey, they gonna come looking for you first. And Jen, they gonna get Nike, and they ain't gonna let them have because they used to be cool, but never had them now. Top dog up here now. Not him, but me, and in him. Down on Adam. I thought he was crazy. I said, God dog, that man knows something. Shit, everybody listening, but daddy, that's why you point on you, camera for lying to my people, and it's a cigarette. I'm a smush. I'll find them anywhere and smoke them and get high and talk to y'all. Just all I do. I ain't you, and now don't come out looking for me. Trying to kill me because you know what you did on me and dunked on me like that and especially and then laughed and shit like you bow leg all the way there. No, sleep it up. You can't come in the world, you can't walk bow leg like that nigga. I couldn't come in the world Nisha like you did, and I was you as Kendra for that country. And then I got that and did that for you there. And Danita said she was saying, I said, that's Fitzgerald's girl, leave it alone. And he was like, he was saying, what I do? Sit my ass there. I ain't gonna talk about shit myself. What I got through come to that. But I saw that, I was like, oh, back off. And I backed off and I left.
They came in and said,
didn't come back. I could have came back and asked. And nope. I said, nope. And I said, no, too. Just like you. Food as hell, how you do.
No organization, no education, no animals, nothing.
I never lied to nothing I love. If I did something with something I love, and I fucked it up, and I loved everything. And that's what Edmund Jesse's problem. He'll go back and take somebody and you mad at James Price when you finish Edmund Jesse. Because you don't know what his mama look like or dad like dude. That's why when I'm Margie, Margie, ain't no Margie pit. You know how it was when we see each other and that nigga talking shit to us about how things was out in the planet. Mr. Frisk, like, dude, that's the goddamn cause. You got that man's stand. You don't know what that man's stand with these. Doing this autopsy in the LCC.
That's why right now they got the Supreme Court
sitting there with nobody this nigga judge. And who's judge, he gonna judge what? What the fighters about it. Nothing, not no goddamn people. It was a snake, goddamn, just a snake. Just like Kenny Ray Daddy walked out there, fussing with the family and what, champ? Daddy said, shit, Kenny Ray picked that goddamn snake up. He thought he was going. Mama don't think shit. I thought it was gone. And I seen Kneau'Land jumping out of windows. I said, damn, that's the goddamn plane they are. Yeah, shit, ain't nobody saying nothing. I went home. Anyway, I ain't do that night. It was night, but it was really day. I put E on it. Shit, I left. I don't even know what time it was. 1:30, 2:30. I asked that sign to tell me something. It would. I did it, I obeyed it, I prayed, and I said, forgive me. I went the wrong way and came back the right way. Like, I'm sorry, I know how things is in the country, and I know what people do, and they get bit about rabies. Ain't rabies crazy. You mess with Patrick, you mess with Michael Jordan. You mess with Michael Jackson, you mess with Michael Jordan. That way Adam Jackson is doing that bow leg dance to him.
Now between 1948 and up to about 1990.
Goddamn, what is it? West Texas? No, it's yeah, it is. Old Mexico, the X one. The one we don't even put the E on. You know, El Paso or whatever it was. No, it was the desert.
That time,
he was in the desert. That's where that snake got in there. That lizard crawling walking back. Can you see the legs? No, it got hurt.
That's why I was born in South Carolina. So he comes up to me and I told you.
And then you seen Bubba Gump say, oh man, I did this. I said, you don't talk like me, dude. Thank you, though. You know me, you better than me, and me and I ain't gonna understand each other. When I said, you ain't never been up, came home,
I need some things in South
room. I said, them niggas ain't going nowhere. They came on looking for people and shit. People doing what they said they were doing, too. I got my weapons, and that was all. So I came on, shit. People fussing, people Smitty sending people over here to be there, you know. And then he didn't know how to fix it, and then shit, we tried to undo all the 1,000 puzzles of every picture. Because when you write something and put something on it, you don't want to be it when you find out who did what and where they lived, and you put that house to sleep and burn it. You don't want it no more. I'm talking about that's why people burning shit that they lived in. I'm talking about they burning cars that they drove because they know they're going to get a new one tomorrow. I'm just saying that's just a ride. Method, man playing, and it's an angel. That's another black guy out of San Diego. Tell you the truth, and every time he gonna tell you the truth, you gonna do something and say something, and he gonna tell you the truth. His name, my cousin, crazy. I'm gonna break that name down to
from 1948.
Caesar, just Adrian Caesar. That's my cousin, and we cousin, and my daddy, his daddy, my daddy, his daddy, and we cool. Carl Jr.
You have
is
46 million
all
black
that
folks.
and
They
more,
can
and
get
then
down.
come down, drop down to Troy and
They
pick
in
that
politics,
50,
social,
50
see what
up.
I'm saying? Civil rights
You
leaders.
get a nigga to ride
They
out
like, I
corner,
think, huh?
and you can't come
That's
down
my
there
point.
flying
They don't
on
demand
that
a damn
fake,
thing.
trying to put
And so,
GSX
going
up
back to
on
your
the
question, you
Kachana
have
and
never
keep
had
up
anything
with
you
me.
should
Nigga,
have
I know
demanded.
what's up on that.
And
You
the first
can't
thing you
put
should
a
be demanding
1,000
they didn't
down
do
and
the
then
civil
put
rights.
1,300 on
They
it.
should have
You
gone
ain't
back
beat me either.
in
That little shit,
1960
they know
instead
that's
of
fake.
talking about social
That
integration.
13 can't beat that 15 because that's all I had. That's what's in the garage now today.
Yeah, I'm married.
1350.
Doesn't matter.
And that's go to my boy there. The one that kept it there. They moved and it came back to
Oh, that's not told them that time. They gonna have a big march in Detroit, Michigan, down Woodward, Jefferson Avenue, down to Wayne State University. And they gonna march down there.
Jefferson
And
down now.
Martin Luther King
No,
was
they
there.
Jeffrey. No,
Malcolm X was there too.
don't keep it.
At
I
that
don't know
time,
Jefferson here.
That's what he's trying to do. But we want to go out here and
Jeffrey. I
integrate.
don't know Jeffrey.
I
Jefferson.
said,
Jefferson.
we have 51% of the population in Detroit.
Jefferson.
Why do you want to go out to the
No,
white suburbs?
Jefferson.
Let them go out there, stay out there.
Not
No,
a name.
that's not right.
I'm
We gotta
trying to
integrate.
find my boy. I ain't got no money.
And
to
so
send
they have
him
a
along.
march.
Alone, he better not go back. He told me he had to go back. Detroit lines, where he at? Shit, don't fuck with him. That's 8 miles. You find out 8 miles, 5 miles, I'm gonna whip your ass. Don't come to the room for brass work. He's looking for jackets. You piss on him. It's time to run that fight there. But he got it that time. But he got it up shit. And ran and laughed the next day. We throwing P at us. We just laughed and brass work. See, a bullet is a bullet. You don't throw a bullet at a bullet. Because he'll run over with your truck and hit you in the back of the head with it. But you come home and lie to daddy and tell daddy somebody you know.
That's why no Arabs, no Asians, no
get hit in the eye by somebody by your mama for lying on it.
That's always been there.
All y'all threw that mud on that. Somebody did that. So you know, you can say you did that and I can throw it on that as passion.
And so the conclusion is
that go ahead.
I gotta get your point. I gotta go back. That's all right. I keep
leaving. That W8.
Not one black man, not one.
A pearl is a pearl. It's not no diamond quest to try to be a
community. You got a team.
We don't want no rubies. We want sand. And we won't go.
You don't have not one black neighborhood.
A
neighborhood is like having a bucket with holes in it. You pour the water, it runs out. There's no effect. And some of these neighborhoods have gotten so bad now, they're not even neighborhoods anymore. Crime is
each other and talking
about the community qualifies
fixing each other life.
Only independent economic
You
structure.
got hurt, man. Whoever
jobs,
hurt you, I'm sorry for them. I'm sorry for you too. If I my kids
two, the second thing it was having there was having code of conduct.
Saying my
fault.
Shit, I was at work, man. All day.
Here's how we're gonna love and support each other.
I ain't never
Here's how we're gonna get along.
Take a bad
Here's why I'm not going to breakfast club. I'm gonna love and respect those blacks.
Shit, when I got to working on this,
care about them.
Shit, how many days I got fast and dirty?
And last thing you must have politicians elected office who represent you first and foremost.
I don't want to know why they don't do what he did. I don't know why David Davis and one got mad. When we not over there, VCR, because we couldn't get nothing back. We couldn't pay them back for that. And they were rental center shit.
And once you get that neighborhood, then you go to Anderson's third, go to Anderson's 5-story building. And that's how you get the wealth and power to go back
home. We party our ass an ant. Man, you don't want to go there and holler at ant now because the ant know you in
now,
the way
you go back in that community and do what I told you.
You was standing there and you was talking
you must
right
build a
there.
5-story building. Once you get a community, that's your platform. That's your baseline. Because you got turf, like a building. Now you got something situated on. You can't build a house with nothing. You gotta have structure. Once you got that foundation, that community, now the first thing you work on is economics. You start to practice group economics. In a vertical order. Like group economics. Make your money bounce in your own community 8 to 12 times before you spend your money with home people first. Buy with your people first. That's the economy. Going in your community. Buy your own people's products and services. Like you do in Chinatown, in Chinatown, Mexico. And once you get that economy going, then once you get the profits coming, resources, the money coming in from your economy, then you go to the second floor. The second floor is politics. How people got that back. They want to get into politics.
Never. When you got the
politics in the second floor.
You seen Lane Frost.
I learned that before I ran campaigns. When I was the president. Okay, it won't work. You get politics in the second floor. And don't worry about voting. Voting is immaterial. Voting is a game. It's a form of entertainment.
look
So when
good
you,
now.
when you get to
Got
the second floor, you take
woman
the
of
money
world
that you get
wants
from the
you
first floor,
there. 'Cause you know
you
you
buy the
lying
second,
from.
you buy
I
every
don't know
politician.
lying here, but I know
You
a
buy every
lying
politician with the money you made on the
staying
first
there,
floor.
right?
So should we
Man,
roll
you
that
got
up?
2 or 3
I'll
lanes
tell you that in one
around
second.
there,
Okay, if
5
you
or
got enough
6
money, if
somewhere.
you haven't got enough money
Some of the
to
babies
buy them, then
sitting
you rent
shit
or lease
straight
them.
there,
Okay,
straight
so you
there.
get what you
Do
want,
it
make them do
all.
what you want
If
to
you
do.
can do it, do
And
it.
then
You
they
know
make
how to
those
do it. Look
politicians
at it.
then go
It'll
to the
come
third
up
floor.
shit, just like the sea
Third floor
coming
is
up
your
and
political,
turning
if
the
it's your
dry
court system,
grass.
police system,
Y'all came out of the
and
middle.
make
I
those
had to walk
politicians on
back
the
in the
third, second floor
sand and shit.
control the
Ain't
politicians
had no
who
money,
mistreat
no
black kids
no
on the street,
cigarettes, no water.
mistreating and
Rock
beating
there. I
black
say,
folks.
Rock, what's up?
You control the court system so they won't be
Say,
getting
you got
40 years in jail
NyQuil? He
for
said, yeah.
marijuana
Shit,
and all that kind of stuff.
you
You got it. So
know, rocking
your
that
second floor
kill.
controls your
I
third
met
floor,
a
your
baby
court
over there
controls
and
your
me and
judges and
Britt and
stuff.
Bettina and shit. I
That's
said,
what
I ain't going to get Beanie because
and
she
the fourth
mad
floor,
over there.
what you get into, you
And
get into, you
Beanie
get into
is
is
crazy
media.
husband. And
You
she
take your money
Beanie,
off the
a
first floor,
crazy
you buy
husband.
media.
Beanie, and I ain't going over
You
there.
got
See
about
Beanie,
12,000
I
radio
don't know
stations in the
what
United States. You got
so
12,000 cable systems, blacks on it, basically none of them.
Troy, and
You
that's
have
all
5,000
we, you
daily
know,
news
Mr.
stations,
Usher
them on
put
the
that
damn
on you,
daily newspaper.
tattooed on you before he left.
You got
And
5,000
teaching every
TV
day.
stations, blacks might ever want something. They
$45
do the best. You
an
don't own
hour
how you
for anybody
otherwise.
wanting to come
Black
by.
folk own
And you ain't
35,000
doing
of 1%
it. And now,
in media.
shit,
You don't own media,
all
you
them
can't communicate,
schools
you
and
can't
all that
organize, you
stuff
can't motivate.
opened up in your name.
And so
All
you got so
colleges
that's
relaying
the
they
structure.
steps to what they is,
If you
but
want to
they
play, if you
is
want to build
that
your wealth
now.
and power, that's how you do it.
Shit, Notre Dame got his
Spend
job
once
is
you build
back,
up,
and
build that
every one of
economy, spend your money with your own
Reese's
people, make
went
it about
there
8 to
instead of
10 times.
A&M, and then
In this
we
country
want
right
to go to
now,
A&M and
Hispanic,
stack that team together.
let's
Come on
take
back,
Hispanic.
Brian
Hispanic
Hobart,
bounce their
and
money
stop
on
telling
average 6
Marlon
to
that
7 times
fuck
the
over
Mexican time.
niggas,
No
Daniel
Nevada, no
Wayans and
Cuba.
all you know jokes. And
White
TJ,
folk typically bounce
if
their
you
money
fake
8
one
to
more
12
time
times.
and joke, he gon'
Arabs bounce them
you
in
gonna
there.
fuck yourself
Arabs
up, and you know what
Asians bounce their money
ain't
about
look
13
like.
or 14
And I
times.
don't play that to
Jews
nobody.
bounce their money
Me,
about
I ain't
18
playing. I
times.
don't know who he
Black
was,
money
what
doesn't
he
bounce
was.
once.
That was my mama too.
As soon as a black
So
person gets
you
paid,
look
he wants
like
to speak
that,
to
and
somebody.
everybody
Business
walking
to give them
and
the money.
everybody bad business looking
That
crazy
means they
because
go
of that
they go
one woman.
bankrupt every night.
Shit, every cow
Every
in the
black
woods,
man
got
goes
every one
bankrupt
of them
every night
looking
except for
good.
some
Shit,
states.
had
When
them
a white
talk
man and
to them.
somebody
I
else
go
closes
out
the door,
there and I
they
blow
go
in their
bankrupt.
face, and what they do,
But we all
talk to
coming,
me.
we're progress.
And I put that
Where's
quarter
the
back
progress?
together, and when I spit out,
Someplace.
you do it. And I
Oh, we got
showed him
social
that quarter that
Let me jump back
that's
to that in
it.
a second.
It's
I
the
was
magic
born in South
man, you
Carolina.
know, and
I'm
I'm
sure how
gonna
they got
tell
off
you
the
my
track.
name, number, and everything about how I got your
Yes,
number.
sir. Yes,
And your
sir.
number,
Okay. Let's go
84.
back to South Carolina.
You know, I don't
South
want
Carolina,
Lynn
Clinton, South
Swan number. I
Carolina.
want
Way back
Ken Swan's name. Thomas Jackson
in
is K
1948.
to tell
They
me
filed a
what
lawsuit. You know
Peck
why?
is, and
Against
I'm
the
here
county
today,
and the state.
right now.
Because they were
And
not
Thomas, you
appropriating
need to
the
be that Lynn
resources
Swan, because
from
if
Clinton,
Lynn
South
didn't
Carolina.
run for you, Sonya wasn't gonna run for you.
Territory. They
And
were
then you
appropriating
didn't
in the
see what
state.
happened to Kirby when he messed
And
up
so for the
drinking
average black kid, they put in
what he wasn't supposed to,
$1.50
7th, 8th
for a
grade.
black child
Hit him and broke his leg.
on
It was
average.
broke too in it.
For white
Shit.
kids, they were getting $12 to
What was
$13.
that? Yours was broke too. The heart broke
And so there
now,
was a
but it ain't.
misappropriation.
Cause you
Now,
got everything we got.
money
Rock,
just to go to school.
daddy. Shit,
Black
Tub, how
kids
is
get
Tub
$1.50.
old? Black dude,
White
this
kids
is
get
mama.
$13.
The black woman
That
that
was the first
came
thing.
to you.
White kids
And
are riding
then
to school
shoot, you
on buses. Black
Clarksville
kids
and you
walking
Wilma
to
Rudolph, and I know
rain
Red Rudolph
bushes
get
to
talked
school.
about, so I gotta get you Kendra all
Teachers
fixed up
get
like
some,
Freddie.
black teachers get
And
something like
that's the,
$6 or
the horse
$7
talking, not it's
okay?
April. It's
White
May
teachers
now,
get something like
but it's
$25, $30.
April good. You know what I'm saying? We call it April good. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
She was always
went to
pretty.
school.
I
Guess
don't know how
what?
many kids she
All the
got,
best
but I
materials.
bet all of them
Black
still
child
living.
got to school.
And I bet Uncle Peck got
South
some We had some down here.
First week of
But
school,
it was black and gray when
art
you
gallery
wouldn't know
racing
on it, so
cleaned up
I
the
knew
book.
Casey didn't like it. But we
Material.
put on
Because
arches,
white, this whole first week,
everything,
taping up the pages of the book,
Benny Ray and
cleaning them up, wiping them
everything,
down, getting all the trash off.
Adam Juniors and
Gum, food,
15,
everything
25,
We got the
30s
hand-me-down.
of them names.
White
And
kids
you
got
don't
all the new
want to
equipment.
get a rock
We
at
went
it,
to school,
knock
we
your
walked
ass
past
out with
white
paper
schools, guess
and
what?
water
White
and
schools had
spit in their
tennis courts.
face and laugh at your
Whenever
ass
the
too.
black schools had,
You don't make nobody
they had
holler
to
at
pose
nobody
them
till
requirements
you
for
say
tennis
go.
courts.
And that's the point.
White
I
schools
don't
had
sit
swimming
here and talk to
We,
nobody
you know,
but
we
you.
did. We had to
And
go down
if we
and dam
go,
up
we
the
go.
creeks.
And I say,
We
roll,
swim in
we
the creeks by
roll.
damming
And I
up the creeks and
damn on
swimming in
say
them.
nothing
We had
else. I
swimming
got a
pools.
joke about that.
White kids
Jumped
got
off that
everything.
cliff there with me.
So
I
when
said,
the Flint,
damn, I
South
had to
Carolina,
come back up and
Black
jump
Parents
back up
sings
there
that
without the
we
horse. I
want
just
equal
brought him up
resources.
too. I want to lose
We
my
want
horse. I go
resources.
back and get him on the
That's
game
why I
too, like
focus on
that.
this.
Dad, this
As,
Nisha,
as,
I do too.
as a
When we
forensic
talk on the
historian,
phone, just like
we
this.
wanted resources.
Talking as
We don't give a
daddy
damn
and
about
daddy
anything
and
else.
daddy and
And
daddy.
we
We
saw
don't
that
have too many
lawsuit filed
girlfriends.
about
We got daddy
1948.
friends because
It
they're
bounced
your
around and
friends.
finally got
Whoever we talk
Supreme
to,
Court by
white dudes that
1953
heard
and
of you
54.
in Germany, at
At
that
that point
same
in
point,
time,
you
the
can't
Supreme
get their
Court.
name now.
Here
You
comes the
ain't nobody
NAACP.
gonna tell you where they at.
And
If you go there now, they somewhere
what they
shit.
wanted to do then was
Oh,
say,
bring it.
well,
We don't lose it.
let's
And
have
Eau'Sha
social
back,
integration
we got all that
rather
tattooed
than
and
redistribution.
all that what God went and came.
And
Shit, you a
that
map,
way,
nigga, on a
we don't want
nigga back
anything black.
everywhere.
Let's get
It's
rid
the
of all the
word
black
of
schools.
God.
Let's get rid of
Not
everything
like
black.
yours though, but sons of God sounds
And so that's how the
pretty
social
good.
integration
With
took place. But black
the
folk wanted
sons,
desegregation.
you know, the sons
Stop
of
using
God,
government to
that's a
mistreat us
team,
and hurt
and I
us
don't
and
think they gonna
maldistribute
lose.
the
We gonna
wealth.
spell it right though.
When I took over
The
education in the
sons,
state of
these
Florida,
sons, and we
I
hot,
took over education. I
not
asked the
cold
Department of
shit.
Education.
It's
I asked
pet
the
now.
Department of
That's
Education,
real pet.
what are they going to do for
I
some of
got
the
these
social
grandsons
integration
looking
needs
at
in
Leonard
Florida?
eating as boy eating son, but then that was Leonard. That was boys. I don't know where that boy get that one from. But that's a pearl. That's like the diamond out that mouth for the line. You get that out of his mouth. Shit, I bet you ain't gonna pay him for it.
But the other
You just gonna let it go. That's his son. Symbol. And you don't spell that wrong. Don't send me no symbol with a N in it, I in it. You know, no sin for nigga. That man. That symbol back and that Robert back and Robert Raspberry. Everyone that got killed fighting over car, bring that back.
Anyway,
I take that Color Supreme in a 2020 version. It's called Color Supreme 2020.
Education.
21 though. I won't get in 21 like I got that 92 and 91. So you don't play me, I won't play you. And when I get mine, you get two. Don't get two used when you try to show people you better than me. You won't die there. You won't pick up girls and kill them. Like
Education is the
last
thing.
and then the woman come say what you got. I'll fall out and everybody fall out.
Just like a hammer and salt.
So don't kill nobody and don't be giving no 21 salute for motorcycle ride. You go down and ain't trying to support, no go to no church and support the motorcycle club. If somebody falls in, that is a sad moment.
Once you do that, white people place the value
cry no more, God. When you come,
that's why I go down to like Burger King, got like
all them months you had took.
Mopping floors, working.
And what they said, take you took that, and you knew what you was doing, and shit, you wouldn't know what trying to hurt you. They got master's degrees in the system, and even in the system of women, the way you was, did what they had to do. Shit, man, I came 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I seen Neil. Man, Neil was gone. Man. So whatever y'all got against anybody that's got a child of yours,
and the Asians learned that way
you
back.
take care of that child in your house, ain't child. Bring me just like you do me, and I'm gonna do you the right way. I'm gonna talk to you the right way. Don't let me hear noise about what happened with somebody's house, and then I see it over there. I see it now. My kids
that's why
talk
one
on
out
this.
of every Asian.
And every one of them just like me. You ain't seen news yet, but you have 15,000 trillion white, black, Mexican. You see people going from white to black. Shit, that ain't white to black. That's goddamn rain coming. Freddie Jackson, goddamn Prince Jackson, and Adam LaTroy Jackson, Daddy.
Dr. Parker, all of this work is needed.
That's
Okay,
right.
Black label, white wealth, more dirty little secrets.
Get the camera on this.
We got dirty little secrets.
Yeah.
We got the camera on Black Rita.
You got it already.
Power Diamond right here. If you want to get more from Dr. Claude Anderson, he got plenty of information to give you.
Black Rita.
See what I want to know.
Rita then. She reading, Mama Dip. Reading now.
I can't get them.
T.O. and all y'all, we reading that. It's Mama Dip. Ain't dipping though. That was Mama fault there. That's Mama Lucy. Don't never offer a black man a dip, and you know he come from the country. Shit. Horse, you talking about Ricky Jordan and my horse shit. I was dipping every day, like 12 hours. I ain't like take that shit out.
Even in the black college camp.
So I got to pick that up from a cool ass nigga that had on boots and shit. I seen a woman fine as hell doing it. I didn't give a damn. She did it, I did it. Shit. We was
I go out to Alabama. He's a doctor. We love you.
You hit that level, everybody hit that level too. Now you know that went down too, so everybody knew that, and it was the same stuff, good stuff. We don't play with that. We don't make nobody throw up or fall out no more. So shit, we good. Don't holler at nothing that you know is easy to get, and you know it's too much of it. Don't put too much in nothing like that. If you're gonna drink grape juice and gin, be reasonable with it, and don't drink but a little cup there. And don't drink this cup full, and then go down the highway. You know, you gonna make it, but shit, what happened to Snow Sunday? That wasn't my fault. I don't know how it was going down. There was something going down. I just heard somebody was high, fell asleep. I don't know how it wouldn't. But I wouldn't go to sleep on that. I don't know how it happened. I know I'll be back days sometime. Shit. And that man, that son, car fell on him. I'm sorry. You look like somebody I know that you're pretty good on that motorcycle. I seen you riding down the road.
involved in that.
But that motorcycle
I need somebody
fell
like
down
y'all
on my
to
dad. I know that
our
was me,
black
man.
kids need
And
to
I
have a better
felt
understanding of
every
issues.
bit. Whoever
Y'all
fell off
understand?
that roof with
I know
that
y'all
black
don't do
tar,
that.
they ain't coming
I'm
back
gonna
like
see.
that.
I
They
got
don't
my
come
man
back the
Steve
same.
Perry. He go over
And
and
you
charge the
kids,
school.
they looked at you
My
in the
homegirl
water.
Stacey
They ain't
Shells,
see
he's
no
a
spot. They
superintendent
see
in
pink.
Chicago.
Pink.
You know what I
They
mean?
ain't
So
know
yeah,
what color
like
you
definitely,
gonna come back.
definitely reach out.
Cocoa
Can I
butter
count on
did
you all
what to
to
your
just make
face?
some help?
Get
Your
it right.
man something.
You know,
Yes,
cocoa
sir.
butter did.
Absolutely.
I
What happened
can't.
you on radio
It's
for a
gotta
start?
be
What
Adam's
needs to come
cocoa
up here
butter
more
now.
frequently? There's gonna be
Adam's
black
cocoa butter.
educators watching this right now saying,
Shit.
yes, we need those books in our school
That's
right
right.
now.
Thank you.
We need them
Black
books
kids
in our
right
stores,
now.
y'all.
It was up
Mikey
to
Boy's
1948.
store. You find out Mikey Boy's son name. Give my grandfather back. Cause shit. And then Dr. I forgot his name, the one that delivered the baby and Queen I had, they said he didn't do it. But I think he did, because that night he died. And somebody told me he didn't deliver. I don't know the doctor that did, but goddamn, that cut him down. You know that, if they cut him in half out of there and the train did it. You heard that train and the kids was real mad about what was going on in San Antonio with the Mexicans, white folks, and hanging and lynching and all that. You don't drag nobody in their head come off. Just like a man don't jump over a man in no Toyota Camry. The damn bag will come out in your face. Anybody on earth that comes up people thinking about it, make that bag come out of your face. Boom, goddamn. Cause like that, but then you ain't gonna do that on nobody. I do it to myself. I ain't gonna do that to nobody else. I ain't getting nobody. I almost hit them and it came out so I wouldn't have to go to jail. I got a warrant and I was coming to pick up an unemployment check. When you're unemployment, you running. You trying to take it at 2 or 3 houses. You know what I'm saying? You're trying about welding equipment for a school and you welding and showing you ain't how to weld it. One day I bet she bring you up. You got young too. And Uncle Kenny, I bet he the best, whatever you got him doing. I take care of whatever it is. I know how many gallons it is. I know how many gallons we pushing out. It's too much to carry. Too many ammo codes and too many. It's God, Adam. You don't want to talk about my grandfather. I can't catch him and talk to him. And she said, if he white, he don't understand why.
Don't say you.
Oh no, son.
Big toes that.
But we ain't playing with the rain. I don't want you to bust me.
Everybody comes with white women. They're minority too.
We thinking now, we thinking good food, this and that. It was good then. But how could he eat it and get fat? And I'm sitting up here skinny as hell. I'm good food, this and that. And then as soon as I moved up to 8 control, goddamn, I got fat as hell. Then I see I worked shit. I ain't this goddamn good looking and goddamn got this bag on. And it was thing, but you don't think you better than nobody. I ain't never think I was better than the US. I just wish they was me. And we had that good thing then, you know. But I wanted to be a welder for Dow, but they wouldn't pick me.
Civil rights law, no civil rights law, no
do it without looking at it. Shit, he didn't want me to do it. Throw it out the table, throw it up there and spit on it. Laughed at it. I ain't spit on it. I just lied.
That after the Civil War,
but the biting that snake head off, I did. Shit.
The North said we're gonna bring in all these immigrants into the country, and they don't want to go south. They want to go west. They go to the west. And the South said, yeah. And of course, now the Civil War is over. We're going to give amnesty to all the Confederates.
That's what I'm talking about. Whoever was straight across the board, I love you. You can come to my house. Don't fuss with me when you get there. Because goddamn, you meet me at my house. You ain't supposed to be throwing hot coffee on me. You supposed to talk. Don't come to me talking about beat you up because of this girlfriend. It ain't about white or black. That's love. And don't come at me with love. Fight me with love. Because love gonna win. Hate gonna lose. And you come at me and I say love the devil. You better love your brother.
The North says, look, we're going to give you back your land. If you want the blacks, you go ahead and keep them in the South in 1860. And that way, that's what we need them, because even though
we ain't keeping no blacks nowhere, goddamn. We keeping no whites and blacks together. Shit, if you ain't coming to Earth, go to hell. Shit, real one. Shit, spell it right. Go down there. Don't come back up here. Don't come up and grub this ground. We don't live here.
Or peonage on the blacks.
Don't lock up no blacks. All white. That's toy and dirt. That's what you lock up. That's on the ground. It's already locked up.
And that's why around with social integration, civil rights.
Didn't have no husband, had a boyfriend. At Troy, Murray State. That's where he went. Murray State, Kentucky. That's his college. You don't want to play him though. Not in the rain, water, sleet, snow. Shit, that boy play hard, dunk on you so hard. You gonna laugh when you see who you are. Shit, laughing at everybody now. You gonna play every move again. Well, I don't know about life. I ain't gonna do this stuff for life, that shit. And running backs, they fast as hell. Tony Doyle said, don't come up here talking about, man, a tall, big old Eric Dixon. And that's where you took the two Dickinson, then the Dickinson. No, I ain't Dickinson. I'm Dickens' son, right? All right, Dickens' son. No, it ain't no gay stuff. Dickinson, then. Dickinson. You know what I'm saying? Not one. Say dissed a son. And then, damn, because Dickinson, you know, we don't want to be thinking of gay stuff, seeing men. I don't think that level at all. So it ain't Dickinson, it's Dickinson. A deck of cards, goddamn. Don't think about anything other than what can happen, like running over somebody accidentally with a big truck in front of him and you can't see him. And he don't slow down. He just try to be normal so he won't smoke him up. Smushing, and then you jump on and that dude vouch for you. That's a real dude that had us in it. Truck driver, Kenny Dale, probably Richard or Uncle Oscar D, one of them, because we carpenters and we bring stuff to you. We build stuff. We Indians. You know them TPs we build when we 2 and 2 and battle buddies. You gotta be that battle buddy. But don't be telling nobody to go in a room with your girlfriend and then you got the girl and then you trying to holler at her and then you got him out here with your wife, Henry, and then you Henry Price, and then you try to play him, and then he come out, he didn't do nothing, you didn't do nothing, and then he tell you about it, and then y'all, because Brooker's story was real, but it was real for somebody, it wasn't me though. I ain't do it, but that scene, we seen down there in, where it was, damn shit, with the sun over there, that's a problem one there, but that's a good one, that play the hardest. Damn, where he at?
Bro, you don't hear me calling you go to the store? We need some orders, bro.
All right.
So nigga calling your name, nigga, you talking all crazy to a fucking video.
I'm just tripping and making rain. Shit.